What's up guys, Selimify here. In today's video, well, again, this is the sequel to the constructs tier list. I guess this is going to be units and upgrades, boosters, equipment type of tier list we will do for the Block Fortress War series. Again, the reason why I'm doing this, since this is something that like something of a beginning content that I started in my YouTube channel. This is like, if you guys check my previous gaming videos, this is probably the first gaming video content related thing, and I want to basically help people who want to decide which is good, which is bad in the like equipments when they are starting to like play for the first time. And then obviously if they like collect a lot, they are gonna probably unlock everything for the equipment side. The only probably difficult side is going to be the heroes, but I already did the tier list for the heroes anyway, and the construct tier list, and now this is the, I guess, to finalize everything will be the unit booster tier list I'm gonna do. There are actually a lot of things we will see. I guess let's not talk about it right now too much. I need to make my intro, I guess. If you guys enjoy my contents, please make sure to hit like and subscribe button, guys, and comment down below the video if you have anything to say. Oh my god, there's a dog bark. Dog barked outside. Okay, yeah. We have cooking, art, gaming, technology, reaction, 5 major contents. You can find them in my playlist section of my channel, obviously, or maybe in the home page. Like wherever you look, usually those are supposed to be playlists, and depending on which playlist you like to watch most, you can give me a feedback. Yeah, this is good, this is not good, this is bad. That stuff, you guys know the drill. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Let's roll on with the tier list, I guess. So yeah guys, we are back again with another tier list, and now as always, this is the standard ways for the tier list itself to when you started it. And yeah, these are basically one of the beginning things for the upgrades. I didn't really put them into order, but it's probably fine. I know pretty much which one is which, so that's okay, I guess. Yeah. And now I think this tier list will be way different than compared to the other one we did. Like there's not going to be a must tier. I think there will be pretty much S tier. S tier is basically, again, like you guarantee use it in most of the matches. That's like use, and A is probably good, but could be better. And then there is B. B is going to be again solid tier. You don't have to, I guess, construct it, since there is better tier of it anyway, but it is like something of a solid class in its own way. I guess it is not that great, but in probably late game or early game, it has its own special place. But it is, again, something for that specific strategy, I guess. So it's a solid one that requires you some sacrifice, I guess. Sacrifice. Oh, one moment. Yeah. Okay, sorry. My keyboard dust filter just fall down. I just put it back. Okay, a solid one that requires you some sacrifice, something maybe like more minerals or like something like that. C is C can be what if we put C? I think C is like not totally useless, but it is definitely bad. Yeah, it is definitely not recommended. Not recommended for most cases. I write longer things, I guess, but it's fine. And D is totally useless. Yeah, that's if you like, I guess I can go down till F tier, but I guess this is pretty much solid. Like if you keep the things less, and I can put more things in the classes, and I think in equipments there's pretty much anything not that like going to be useless. There are just certain things that going to be useless, but we will see in the, I guess, forward of the video. Now, actually, as I said, I didn't put them in the right order, but it's fine. Ability points, yeah, we are starting from the ability points. Ability points, now this is a booster. You have to pay, I think, a rare minerals in order to use it every time. And what it does, it recharges your ability points instantly for one match. And I think you get like in the beginning free, but I don't think it is worth the investment to, you know, if you use it one time accidentally, or maybe like use it for something, since rare minerals are something very rare to obtain anyway. Like the only way to probably after you complete everything for the campaign and endless, you don't get too much minerals anyway, so this is not going to be the best investment. Yeah, I think it is not totally useless, but I'm trying to think if this can have anything other than the funny thing is you can't even use the boosters in multiplayers apparently, as I heard. So ability points, actually I really want to put it to totally useless, because after you use it at once, and they cost like 100 200 rare minerals. I forgot how much. I don't really use boosters in the game too much, but yeah, this is something either C or D. I will say I mean, how many players actually pay rare minerals? You know what, I'm gonna put it to totally useless. Yeah, because come on, man, like I know it recharges every ability that fast, but you have to pay a rare mineral. That's it's not even an in-game. It's like you have to complete a lot of missions to buy this again. It is like a lot of investment. But there are certain things I think that can be better compared to this one. So this is just, I think, totally useless after you, I don't know, like there are other ways to like leveling up and do it. Leveling up to level 20, I guess, can do something similar. You still have to wait a little bit for cooldown speed, but most abilities can activate not instantly, but still fast. So I think this is not good for the investment. I'm definitely not gonna put it to C tier, since it's not even useful in multiplayer anyway, the boosters. Okay, now we are in the Blockbot Power Punch. I think is that Power Cube? Energy Cube. I think that's what that is. It is like melee attack. Now, as a Blockbot player, I don't think this is ideal, because in Blockbots you need to be mainly ranged. I don't see any player that actually invests their equipment to melee class in Blockbots, unless there are certain cases to, I don't know, to flex or show off. This is just something that optional, you know. It is I guess I don't think it's totally useless, but it is still something. It does, I guess, mediocre damage, because you can still buff your weapon power with like there's a lot of things you can do with Blockbots. So like with Titan and with Punch, it can maybe do something great, but again, this is in most scenarios I see people who playing Blockbots, they're usually ranged. So I guess it is definitely not recommended for most cases. It is C tier, I guess. Yeah, it is not that bad, because if you have teleporter, I guess, like some stuff that makes it also, you can put dodge in it, so it can make like punches, and it just can kill like light units, and it can make a path. But again, this is for most scenarios, it is not going to be useful. I don't know if there is anyone who's actually like a champion melee Blockbot player. If there is one, then I guess I'm honored to know that guy. Like that's the pretty much best player, I guess. Now teleport is, on the other hand, is one of the I guess it is still one of the optional ones, but compared to the melee, it is something like you can make your units advance faster in the end game, I guess, where you already have a lot of units. You can just switch to this gear to make them faster to reach to the enemy base. I guess this is a not technically A tier, or it could be a A tier, but no, I think it's a solid one. No, it's not required some sacrifice. Yeah, I think it's A tier. It is not S tier because I think you still need to pay rare minerals to unlock this. I definitely not remember that, but this is something really good for, since you're already going to have a lot of armies with block bots. They are like swarms anyway. In the late game, since you already have a lot of units, what you can do, the ones that coming from the behind, giving teleport to make them faster, and they reach the ones in the front lines faster. So it is, I guess, a solid one, but yeah, it definitely not requires some sacrifice. The only sacrifice, I guess, rare minerals. It's like equipment. Should I put it to B? I'm not sure, but yeah, it could be better, I guess. I don't know, like it doesn't increase the movement speed. It just increases like teleportation. Like it just teleports. That's the idea. And sometimes maybe teleportation can be bad depending on the situation. But if you use this guy for manual targeting a building or construction, giving camouflage, and that can be a multiple purpose thing. But again, this is just one equipment we are talking about. I definitely not sure there are like pro players that is using this strategy, but in my case, I think it is one of the good equipments. If you like to finish games faster with your units, I guess. And then, yeah, I think this is basically like two of the tier lists is related to movement speed. Jetpack is one of the solid ones, actually. The reason why I'm putting the S tier, you guarantee. I don't know. No, you know what? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's A. Yeah, it's not going to S tier because you still have to. I think. Do you have to pay rare minerals? I actually don't remember. Dear God. Yeah. Jetpack is actually. I need to actually think about the teleportation again. Yeah, these are all movement buffs for the units. Since jetpack is something also launches your enemies to launches your units to high like movement, it is something much beneficial than the teleportation for the block bots. I think, yeah, I'm gonna put it to B tier. The only sacrifice, I guess, you need to pay rare minerals in this case. In jetpack, it is the same scenario as well, but the thing is, being in the air and you travel faster, and you can distract the enemy with your, I guess, frontline units there. Since they are flying faster, the enemy is gonna target that, and you can destroy the enemy like while they are focusing on those. Or these are sometimes good, they can reach to certain places in the map, like there are some high defenses you can manually target. Since they are in air, when they jump, they are not permanently in air, they are just jumping and then landing, jumping, landing. But yeah, it makes the movement faster, but I think it is much better than the teleport, because teleport is short distance, this is actually one of the longer distance. Yeah, so I think we are in the, this is, I think, nanobots equipment. Since nanobots equipment, it is not, I don't think anyone uses nanobots for the most cases. It is like something regenerates as equipment in the like block bots. You can definitely use something like that gives damage and range, or like HP buff, I don't know. Regeneration block bots is definitely not needed in most cases. It is not definitely totally useless, but I don't know, like in most cases I don't think you are gonna use use it anyway. Nanobots are something like, I guess it does give minor regeneration, but you still have from the equipment, if you guys watched the last video, they have the most broken heal construction. So yeah, you don't definitely need in the most cases. It's not totally useless, it does heal the unit at least. I don't know, maybe Titan, like if you want to make a huge meat shield, heavy alloy Titan, and maybe this one to, like it takes less damage and it does heal, so your backline units can destroy enemies while this is taking all the damage, maybe like in those very rare cases. So yeah, it is definitely, I guess, C tier. And then we are in jump pack. Now it is again similar to a jetpack. Okay, yeah, I don't like this like going in the background. Sorry guys. Jump pack is go block jetpack basically, but the problem is in most cases it can destroy itself. So like that is one of the downsides of go blocks. They have I guess a small speed buff, and it might be also a damage buff, I'm not sure, but their stuff can be broken unless they're using melee equipment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this to B. The sacrifice is sometimes the chance of breaking the jump pack itself. Again, I think it's still better than teleport. It does have better movement speed, I mean like movement range. When you jump to higher distance compared to teleport. But yeah, the chances of destroying the equipment, I guess you still get 3 or 4 units if I remember correctly, and then some of them has a small chance to break. It is just something not like permanently attached till they die. But in Blockman you still get that thing. They like have it in their back. So yeah, and we are in the heal. Heal buff. I guess heal boost. Yeah, I think this is one of the cheapest rare mineral booster. But again, you only can use it in campaign and endless, I guess. I don't think this is useful in most scenarios. I guess, let me think. Like in Blockman, you have farms. They are technically tier 1 and they can heal your hero, but yeah, this is just something like let's say your hero in a very bad situation, it's like emergency heal. There is like zone blocks have regeneration, so yeah, it is not completely useless actually. In I guess I'm gonna put it to C tier because let's say you don't have good healing and you need to have a small buff to survive in most cases. I guess I'm gonna put this to it's not definitely recommended in most cases unless it's an emergency that you need to do. Like let's say you don't have good regeneration and you're already attacking in the enemy base and you have really small health. This gives you, I think, a good amount of health at the location where you are. You don't have to go back to your farms or that stuff for healing. But yeah, regardless of the scenario, zone blocks have regeneration, humans have farms, go blocks have, I guess, flag banners, and yeah, I think blockoids might need it. Blockoids don't have regeneration other than the ancient ultimate, and technically it is just something you need a lot of time to like wait for that. So yeah, this is, I think, not completely useless. It is in emergency situations useful, I guess. But again, it's one of the cheapest in rare minerals purchases, if I remember correctly. Again, but it's something like you still have to pay rare minerals. So yeah. And then we have invulnerability booster. So yeah, this is something like, this is actually one of the broken things. You definitely not guarantee use this in any scenarios, but yeah, it is a B tier. It is something, a solid one, definitely a solid one. It's a guarantee that actually I'm gonna put it to a high B, because the reason why this is so good, it gives you a small I guess it's a small game time. Your hero will not die. It's just a god mode buff. But the problem is, if your timing is bad and you get stunned, even though you activated this, you're like most of the time waiting on that stun to get, like, in some scenarios this can be bad to spend accidentally. And again, this is like one of the expensive ones for the rare minerals. Let's say you didn't unlock anything yet, you still have to unlock the heroes. This is like probably good for certain maps. Let's say Zomblox 5, no sorry, Blockbots 5. This is supposed to be one of the difficult ones, and you are, for example, using Zomblox, and this is like gonna help you. I think in my playthrough I also used this in some scenarios, because I do believe that they were really broken. So yeah, This is, I think, solid one, but that requires some sacrifice. That sacrifice is your huge rare crystal payment, I guess. This is one of the most expensive rare mineral upgrades. There are game minerals, and then there are the rare minerals that you earn after you complete the missions. So I think it's a not technically S tier, but yeah, this is like a solid one. Like it's gonna definitely help you in the game, but it just requires you too much to do it. Now minerals, on the other hand, it just gives you, I think, 100 minerals in it's just you pay rare minerals to get minerals. This is like one of the, I guess, better ones, because you basically have more ways to build stuff. But again, it is one of the, was it expensive than the invulnerability? I'm not sure. I wish there was if there was an infinite way of, like, let's say if you wait in the node, like in multiplayer, if you wait in a source node, you get like not, you don't have to wait, you just capture after capture till that destroys, you permanently gain till you protect it. But in single player, in campaign, in endless, you don't have that option. So this can be actually better than invulnerability, but again, it definitely requires some sacrifice. I'm gonna put it to A tier because it is not definitely S tier, because you still need to pay that rare minerals. This is just something you can use. I guess you have 5 of them in the beginning of the game, if I remember correctly. And like, if you, let's say, messed up so bad, or maybe you want to just try to test other things, like since you already maybe have all the heroes unlocked and anything, with this you can just construct tier 3 buildings in a very large numbers of them. Yeah, that's in that case good, but could be better. Again, the could be better reason is you still have to pay the high amounts of rare minerals to get this. Compared to invulnerability, it is, I think, cheaper, if I remember correctly, but still you have to pay rare minerals. That's the downside. You have to, yeah, I think it's A is good for it, because it gives you a lot of options to build more constructions. Like, you can test your freedom, I guess, with I guess maximum in one game you can get 500, which is like 5 of them. Each of them gives you 100. So yeah, I'm gonna put it to A, because this for anyone who already completed the game and don't have anything to spend for rare minerals till other than boosters, and they just want to try their best with the campaign. I wish there was a sandbox mode, but yeah, this is like, for that case, great. But yeah, you know what, A is good for it. Yeah, I think, yeah, A is good. Now we have Reinforce. Reinforce, what it does, it immediately spawns all the units from your barracks at once, which is like, in the campaign, also I think computer does it without using this ability, which is pretty broken. They call their all units at once. The problem with this, you still have to wait till tier 3 to get the efficiency of it. So I think it is one of the, again, solid ones that requires sacrifice. Definitely worse than invulnerability. It is just gives you all your army at once, but you still have to wait till get the best value. You still have to wait till tier 3, and you still have to pay the rare minerals to get this. But yeah, this is for emergencies, also something of a lifesaver thing, that you can you are messed up, your units are completely dead, and you're already in tier 3. This, like spamming this, you have like bunch of armies at one stack, and you are just trying to demolish the enemy. Yeah, in those cases this is really good. But should I put it C tier actually? I just realized now. In most cases, let me think. I think this is more better investment, because you are gonna get immediately units in emergency situation, or maybe like, let's say you want to flex on enemy and you want to have all the units at once. I don't know why like you want to do that anyway, since you're depending on what type of race that you're playing as. In block bots, this is going to be not useful compared to like what alpha can do in the ultimate, basically. Other than that, it is, I guess, pretty solid one. You still can rely on this to win games, I guess, unless you are using zone blocks. In zone blocks, it is pretty iffy, because if enemy has heavy, like let's say if you use it for block bots 5 and your zone blocks, I don't think this is going to be that useful. The problem with this, again, enemies have higher range, and if you summon all your units at once, or maybe if you do, like, I don't know if they do the same thing with hero, like if your hero has summon active, which is like summon equipment, and then you press this and all your units summon at your hero, so that can be a good strategy. I guess it has multiple purposes, so B is good for it. And then we have revive. Revive is basically I guess revive is also one of the solid ones, because what it does for its value, it immediately respawns your hero. Now let's say in the late games you really messed up so bad, every time your hero levels up, I think the cooldown timers increases. So yeah, this can be like spawn your hero immediately in those cases. And let's be honest, guys, if you are a new person, you're most likely going to die a lot, and it will be free for the first time, I guess. I don't know how many of them you can have at once. I forgot, like, in the beginning how much they give it, but is it a good investment to do? I'm not sure. Let me check what can... Actually, there is nothing that is equivalent to revive. I just realized now. In block bots, you still don't need this, I guess, if you have the chargers. So that's one thing. For 4 races, Blockman, Go Blocks, and Blockoids, this is something going to be lifesaver, I guess, in end game, if you need your hero to maybe have the range advantage and go to the enemy base to, you know, destroy it, but you accidentally messed up and some tier 3 heavy anti-damage units are destroyed you. Yeah, that's in that case, I guess, pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty solid way in that case. Okay, I think we are finished with the boosters, dear God. I hope I am doing the right thing. I hope people like, bro, you did wrong. These are like, all boosters are useless because you still have to pay rare minerals. Yeah, like, I know, I understand, guys. You still have to pay minerals, but the thing is, at some point, if you already unlock everything, like, there is nothing you can pay your money for anyway, for the rare minerals. So this is something as an option. You can use which one. And I do believe like this is the right option. I hope so. Yeah, please, guys, don't be mad in the comment section. And yeah, right. We are here in splitting. Oh boy. Splitting is actually equipment. The problem with splitting is, sadly, it just don't work. I am sorry. It's like a zone block equipment. I don't know why they didn't like work on it. Yeah, sorry guys, I just drank my tea. I just realized it's getting colder. Yeah, splitting is sadly totally useless because we cannot see it, what it does in action. Sadly, it is just something as equipment. Don't invest your money on this, I guess. What it's supposed to do, guys, if you have, I don't know if it works in tier 1, in tier 2 units, if they die, they destroy into, like, they die into 2 small units. So that's what it's supposed to do, but for some reason they didn't add that. I guess maybe they forgot it. I'm not sure what is the case about splitting. It is just not work. So it's, I guess, one of those things that I can easily put it to totally useless. But if it has a use, I guess it could be, since I don't know how effective it is, it's either B or C, depending on how reliable the first tier. Like, does the first tier use this, like the ones that split it? are they gonna use the same weapons as the ones in your barracks? If yes, then it can be good. If no, then it is not going to be that good. Yeah, because all you have just basic units that punch. I guess for mass it can be great. I'm not sure. Other than that, it is sadly not going to be useful. And we have Blockman armor. I do think Blockman armor is not going to be useful. It's one of the free upgrades. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this to totally useless too, because in most of my games, I remember I don't even like use armor in any of the Blockman units. This is just, you simply need range because they already have low HP. In some scenarios, if you get veterancy, again, this is something for melee, and it's just gonna be a mid shield. It's just gonna absorb all the damage. Maybe in those cases you need it, but in most cases, is it actually totally useless? I mean, you don't need this armor value anyway. In veterans, you're gonna get HP over time. Super soldier is like a total armor HP buff. Sergeant is already a buff, so this is outclassed by them. Again, it's something free, I know, but in most cases I don't think you're gonna use it oftenly. Sadly, it's just a reality of the things for the Blockman. They need range, they don't need melee. don't try melee, guys. Melee with Blockman is something like pain, like huge pain. Yeah. And then we have Blockbots Advanced Optics, which is like I like it. I like them so, like they're so cool. I think this is one of the could it be S tier? I mean, I do use them a lot in my playthroughs, but I think you still need to wait till level 2. Level 2 barracks. I don't know if you still need to wait till level 2 barracks for getting that. If it was already level 1, and what it does, it gives you extra range. It gives you, I think, ability to see the camouflage units, which is something very good. Again, if something already seen by your turrets, I don't think that's going to be that great. So in that case, I'm using this a lot actually, for getting range buff for the second unit, and in the third unit, I guess, for maximizing the best range value. Other than that, yeah, I don't think it's S tier, but yeah, it's really good. Could it be better? I don't know. Yeah, it is actually good. Yeah, I don't think it's a solid one. It's I think definitely A1. It's actually better than the jetpack, because it can see camo, it can give you range, and I think it can increase your armor piercing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so in that case. But in bots, you don't definitely need armor piercing, because most of your weapons ignore that stuff anyway. I think, do they ignore armor, or do they ignore dodge chance? I think it was dodge chance, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't think it was an armor. So yeah, they ignore the dodge chance of enemy, I am pretty sure, in most cases, because they are like super intelligent and their weapon type is that effective, I guess. And we are in the, I don't remember which one was it. I'm trying to see what could it be. I honestly don't know. Is it Swarm? Or do we have Swarm in other places? Yeah, that's not Swarm, because we have Swarm there. What this could be? I try to remember. Is it like, I think this is Speed, Ion Engine. Yeah, I think this is Ion Engine, if I remember correctly, because I don't see anything that relates to speed. So yeah, Ion Engine, it gives you a speed buff. Compared to teleportation, is it better? No, actually it is. I don't think you are gonna use Ion Engine more than the teleportation. Again, it's giving you a good speed buff, but teleportation is something much useful to reach enemy. I guess you can maybe try to do like combine of teleportation and fast speed, but I think teleportation is much useful because when you teleport while enemies are attacking you, you can ignore their attacks. But if you are already fast, you are gonna be like, you know, a target for them to die, I guess. So I think this Iron Engine and Iron Engine is C tier. I don't think you are gonna use in most scenarios. Yeah, let me see. I think this is tier 3 weapon, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's heavy arc beam. Yeah, this is arc blast, which is I think one of the is it going to be S tier though? I mean, it definitely does its job, but you have to wait till tier 3. Tier 3, yeah. Oh, should I put it this tier? But you can get the highest range with this, so your unit going to be so powerful. It is just getting the best range in the game, and the shots it just slow and I guess deal AoE damage, if I remember correctly. Yeah, in those scenarios I think Arc Blast is easy S tier. I do remember investing my tier 3 upgrades with like guarantee this one. Again, you still need to wait till tier 3, I know, but it is definitely one of the best ones that you're gonna definitely use it in your most tier 3 cases. I don't know if you're gonna use anything other than maybe you can use arc spread and heavy arc beam combo, but I think this is already something really good for tier 2. Can you use it? I don't think you can use it for tier 2 units, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is something really good. And then we have Arc Blast. Yeah, Arc Blast is actually, can it be S tier? It is actually one of the highest range rapid firing weapon. The thing is, you can't actually increase the range other than I think you can use advanced optics on those. Like computer can use for some reason energy cell to increase their range even further. I think this is also one of the S tier like weapons, if I remember correctly. The reason why it is so good, other than you can use it instead of Titan, you can use it for smaller units, and it is like very tiny, and it is like shooting like a lot of fire, and it's just slowing the enemy out. The only downside is, I guess, higher range opponents, but since you are block bots, come on man, who's gonna be like messing with you in the range? You are just one of the best high range units anyway. I think this is like going to be a very toxic character because it just slows huge numbers of armies and like deal damage over time, and I do think it does stun them as well, which is very annoying. Yeah, this is one of the S tier. You definitely don't want to get close to arc spread. It is just very annoying as a hero. Like definitely just get away and try to counter it from range. That's like something that suffers Zomblock's ult of it. In my, like, I remember Zomblock's against Blockbot 5, this is one of the most broken weapons, since AI can use also weapon upgrades, which we cannot use it with it, sadly. And then we have Camouflage. Camouflage is, I think it's C tier. I don't think I see a lot of people using Camouflage in their campaigns. It is just something, I guess it's better than Heal, maybe. Not sure. Yeah, I think it's better than Heal, yeah. It is tier 3 upgrade, if I remember correct, or was it tier 2? Yeah, either it's tier 3 or tier 2 upgrade. You still have to pay rare minerals, but I don't think you are gonna, if you still need to unlock other things, I don't think this is going to be a priority, unless if you don't have anything to spend on. I guess this is something you can unlock to see what it does. It basically gives you a camouflage, unless you enemy has a detector enemy detector unit, I guess, or maybe their turrets realizing that you are attacking, they will attack you instantly. So for block bots, I don't think camouflage going to be that useful. only there is like one specific hero that's permanently camouflaged anyway. So yeah, if something it was permanent camouflage, when they spawn as block bots units, that would be broken actually. But yeah, as equipment, I think you can use damage stuff instead of this. So yeah, teleportation even better than this, because it just, in the end game makes your units faster, so you can switch to aggressive mode to make a lot of units at once, and then let them swarm and destroy the enemy. That's the block bots. Yeah. So we are in the energy cell 1, I think. This is melee option. If I remember correctly, energy cell 2 is the range upgrade. So yeah, energy cell 1, I am pretty sure you don't need it, because let me check. I mean, you have punch, you have sword. I don't really know why you want to use this other than those. Like energy cell 1, it just increases the damage of your melee, but it does give you a very slow speed when you equip this. Yeah, I think it is not totally useless. I mean, melee is not logical anyway, but the thing is, with block bots, turrets, I guess the nano stuff, you can get like hard to die. That's the case. Or can it be heavy? No, heavy alloy don't have. That's energy cell. Yeah, energy cell 1, exact. That's melee upgrade. Yeah, I don't think you're definitely gonna pay your money for that. It is not completely useless. It does have very rare case of using, I guess. Again, Blockman armor is something free, but at the same time, in the beginning, I guess, no, you don't even need to use it in the beginning. You can just use, I don't know, something like, I guess we will see in the forward video, forward stuff in Blockman if I see more equipments of it. And energy cell 2, it is one of the actually solid ones. No, it's actually good. Yeah, good ones. The reason why it could be better, if you can put this to the guy who can use arc spread as an extra damage buff, since AI can do it, why you cannot do it? So it is just something not supposed to be only allowed by AI. So yeah, it is one of the best ones. It just buffs overall stat upgrade for weapons, and it does give you extra range for some reason. I don't know why. It is just something in your back, but it gives you range. It's not like a sunglass, I mean advanced optics. But yeah, it is like actually it is better than it's better than advanced optics, even though this gives you camo. The reason why this is good, it gives you extra range, it gives you extra damage, it gives you extra stat for range. It's just overall package. So yeah, it's better than advanced optics. Only downside for that, this is not to allow you to see the camo, so that's the only thing. But how many of your scenarios you will see out of camo units anyway? I guess in the latest side of some campaign you will probably see it. And we have energy shield. Now it's actually one of the free upgrades, and in the earlier this is actually one of the S tier ones. The reason why it is so good, it not only it deflects the bullets from the front attacks, I think, and it does also stun nearby units if they get close to you. Let's say you have already a range unit with arc beam and this one, while the enemy is getting close to you, when they attack you they can get stunned. It is like multi-purpose thing that can stall their time. So I guess it is definitely S tier. In most cases, are you going to use it though? That's the question. I don't know. It is, I think in the beginning of Block Pass you definitely have this equipment free. I guess it's something only for the early game. Let me think. I don't think you're gonna guarantee use this other than the early game, I guess. In early game there are also other methods. You can use swarm instead of these shield things, compared to what type of enemy you're against with, I guess. Again, this game is like rock paper scissors, so I guess it is in an A tier. It is definitely better than the overall range buff, because this is something does protect you, at the same time does stun the enemy, and like with every type of weapon it actually goes great with it. You can also use it for Titan. It's just something, you know, very funny. But yeah, Titan is sometimes when enemy is getting close to it, this shield can charge up and stun nearby enemies. So yeah, it is multi-purpose actually. But I'm not sure if you definitely gonna use it for S tier. Should I put it S tier though? I'm not sure. I guess I'm gonna put this is one of the best shields in the game. Yeah, I'm just trying to think there are other best shields. This is just one of the best shields in the game, guys. Yeah, it does stun enemy. It does, like, it's tier 1. It's tier 1 upgrade. So yeah, I'm gonna put this tier, yeah. And then we have an energy sword. Come on, man. I don't want to put it totally useless. This is, I guess since it's block bots, I guess it's not useless. Just being block bots, I guess definitely. I'm gonna put it to C tier. Yeah, I just, you know, make you guys to figure this out. It is, I guess, better than the energy cell 1. This is something like weapon buff. That's just what it do, I guess. Yeah, that is basically what it does. It's just a melee weapon that attacks the enemy, but I guess it don't take a lot of movement speed from it while you equip this. It does have a chance to stun the enemies, but you have to get close to the enemy. That's the problem. And since you are a block bots, you are very fragile. If enemy has heavy range, you usually don't even see the day of attacking with this. Like energy shield is one of the better ones compared to sword, even though it's a shield. I know, Rising of the Shield Hero, JK. Yeah, the shield is much better than sword, even though you can try combined cases. I guess in those cases it might be useful, but again, this guy needs to get close to enemy. That's the problem. And if it's going to be out of your heal fountain, since it's reaching to enemy lines, it's gonna die very quickly anyway. So I don't think it's going to be used in most cases. So I'm not putting you in the total useless tier. Okay, it's fine. And then we have heavy arc beam. This is actually one of the best weapons. I like the sound. I like the. Okay, can you please go away? Yeah, if you wait till I guess a lot of time in the here, you like there are some other ads appearing. Heavy arc beam is one of the. Should it a solid one? Again, you need to buy it, but actually it's one of the S tier. Yeah. You're definitely gonna use a heavy arc beam. That's how it is. Like, I don't think any matches that it's going to not make you use it. It is that good. It is like a smaller sniper rifle compared to Blockman, and it just, you can probably upgrade it with other equipments of block bots. They have a lot of things to buff it anyway. It is just something. Could it be better than arc spread? I think yes, because this is unlocks at tier 2. I'm not sure if arc spread is also unlocks at tier 2. I'm thinking. You know what? I'm gonna put this shield. Shield is, you know, tier 1. It's just, you know, unlockable faster. This can be goes back way a little bit, and this can go here because this is of tier 3. But I'm trying to think, was it tier 2 or tier 3? Heavy arc beam is definitely good combination in your tier 2 unit. I'm not sure if you're gonna invest heavy arc beam on tier 3. I usually use guarantee in my tier 2 unit, so it's something that is a must for me. Again, it's just my opinion. I respect others' opinion. Please don't you know, roast me in the comment section. Selimify. Heavy arc beam is okay. No, I'm not gonna say it. Okay. And then what this is? I'm trying to remember what this is. What this can it be? Is it heavy alloy? Now, since there are other things like, I don't know if this can be heavy alloy. I'm just trying to check the other pictures to see. They actually did the heavy alloy. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. That's an interesting one, actually. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there is one here. This could be heavy alloy 1, because I don't think we have other than that, like other upgrades left. It still looks kind of smaller though. Is this nanobots? No, that's advanced optics. Yeah, I'm trying to check if, yeah, I think that's heavy alloy 1. That's heavy alloy 1. So yeah, one of them is basically reduces all the damage taken from melee. One of them reduces the taken damage from range. I think heavy alloy 1 is the melee one. I think it is C tier. It is one of those I mean, in most cases they will tank most of the melee attacks, but you're going to be ranged and you're going to probably swarming anyway. I don't think it's going to be recommended in most cases unless you have like a special type of scenario you want to use it. Heavy alloy 1 is, yeah, I don't think I'm going to use heavy alloy 1 a lot of time, because block bots are something that can counter most of the opponents from range anyway, so it is not going to be that important, even like against most strongest. I guess go blocks have the heavier value for the melee output, but again, you're definitely not going to use heavy alloy for go blocks. You're definitely gonna just increase your damage, make your units glass cannon, and just demolish the enemy. That's how block bots are. Yeah, we have, I think this is phase shift. Phase shift is phase shift. It gives dodge chance to the units. This can be useful. Yeah. I try to think, because block bots are one of the nimble units. I guess in early game this can help you a little bit unless opponent using a flamethrower. I guess I'm gonna put it I guess, no, not A tier. Oh my god, I was about to put it A tier, dear god. I'm thinking what it could be. I guess it does have, does it? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the C tier. This is one of the optional ones as well. It is, I guess, mostly important in early game, but then most of the opponents have higher piercing in the later game anyway. So even if you have this, it is not totally useless. I do remember this is like in block bots, they are like one of the highest dodge chance units. Like you can get out of dodge chance with them, but again, you definitely need to focus on your damage because opponent going to attack you. So yeah, you're not going to, you know, carry your apples in the basket. So you definitely need this. You definitely not need this. You can use something ranged, but in, I guess, special type of scenarios you can use it. So I'm not gonna put it to B or A or S, but it definitely has its own way. I guess I would say you can use it in your own custom scenarios, where you just want to see how defensive, how ninja units that block bots can have. Other than that, I don't think it deserves B or A or S. But it is just me, guys. Don't please like in comment section, bro, that's the most overpowered thing. That's dodging. Yeah, I know, but I mean, most of the weapons like AoE ignores dodge anyway. So if opponents have mortars, that stuff, this is going to be not useful. So that's why I don't think it's totally useless again. But since it's block bots, I think it is C tier. Yeah, I'm not biased block bots player, guys. Don't worry. It is just something they're like. I agree that they're overpowered. So most equipments just synergizes with them. I don't think we are gonna see any totally useless equipment of block bots. This is self-destruct. This is actually a solid one. Other than makes your unit explode on death. You're gonna, I guess it is better than dying without exploding. So yeah, since block bots can synergize with, like, I guess teleport, like self-destruct is kind of good combo if you manage to reach enemy on time, and it can deal AoE damage to clear tier 1 units. So it is actually a solid one that requires sacrifice of destroying itself, obviously, but it deals damage, and the sacrifice of paying rare minerals to it. But Yeah. Because block bots are fast, and they most likely can dodge enemy anyway. So if enemy manage to reach your range units and they have self-destruct, you're just gonna help to clear out enemies faster. It's just, I think, small damage, but again, since block bots can have multiple units, but they're coming in one by one, this can be good if you have multiple of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it to B tier. It's solid one. And then we have Swarm. Swarm, I don't remember if you can mix and match Swarm and Titan, because that way you can have, I think, much agile, faster unit compared to the regular unit. I think Swarm is like basically you get three even more fragile units with it. But if you combine with Titan Swarm, you still get one unit, if I remember correctly, but that unit is having less tankiness. It's much faster. I guess, yeah, it's one of the B tier ones as well. I do use Swarm for early rushes, but other than that, if you already put Titan in your tier 2 and tier 3 unit, this is not going to be that useful. So yeah, it requires some sacrifice of making your units fragile, and you still have to pay rare minerals to get this. Yeah, it is, I think, better than self-destruct, and I think better than jetpack, because it's like 3 free units that you can give, I guess, arc beam. Other than that, I'm not sure what you want to give to, like, if you give them sword, they're not going to be that useful. Maybe you can give them shield to make enemy even more annoyed because of the stun chance, you know. They're like little helpers that's trying to destroy enemy faster. But yeah, they have to be, I guess, non-ranged, or maybe their weapon is not dealing that much damage to clear them at once. Yeah, it's yeah, it is actually. Can it be better than Reinforce? I'm not sure. It's I mean, I guess I don't need to compare ability powers with like boosts. I guess it's like not ability power, it's just equipment. Yeah. Okay, we have radio in the next. Radio is something that lets your units to follow your hero. That's the idea. It is, I think, C tier. Let me check. Could it be better than? Let me check. Camouflage. It can be better than camouflage. It can be better than. Wait, is this? Wait a minute. Is that arc beam? Did I actually put arc beam on the C tier? Guys, I think that I did a mistake. I think I put arc beam there. I just realized that I didn't see that small weapon. Okay, I'm gonna change that. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized this. Yeah, please don't be mad if you're guys watching the full video. Yeah. So I think radio pack is better than nanobots. Yeah. The downside, yeah, heavy arc beam. No, it's a regular arc beam weapon. It's just tier 1, but it is definitely S tier because it's free. You get it in the beginning, and you're definitely gonna use it in your earlier units anyway. It is just that good. And yeah, heavy arc beam, regular arc beam. Yeah, it's I guess mediocre damage dealing weapon, but it I guess ignores dodge, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's really good. It's actually better than the shield. Again, both of them you get it free, but this is something, you know, for range purposes really good. They can be similar though, but yeah, I think I'm gonna put arc beam because it is definitely most used in the early games anyway. Radio pack, as always. The downside of radio pack, you can only have 3 units nearby you. In most cases, I don't think you're gonna do that. You're gonna make your units have higher damage potential, and you know, in the battlefield they're gonna have higher range. The only good thing for this, I think I remember correctly, you can have one sergeant near you, and you like put it to near your hero, and you're in the highest range, like let's say you're scout, and scout actually attack speed increases since sergeant nearby. I'm gonna put also sergeant here, don't worry guys. Yeah, that's the only downside. You only have 3 people can be nearby you if they equip radio pack, but if one of them dies, the next crew members who carry radio pack, either one of them gonna stay with you since to replace the other person. I don't know if you can exactly get 3 sergeants, since like I don't know if that could be great, but I like sergeant. I will probably explain it later. I don't know where sergeant is right now, but we will see. Yeah, radio pack is C tier. In most cases, I don't think you're gonna use it. It is just something that can buff heroes if you have the sergeant with it, or if you want to get like mobile high range units that can counter enemies. If your unit, like I don't know if you're using I don't know if you even need for engineer. You definitely need it for general, because sergeant general double stacks, which is really good. So you have a permanent double stack sergeant general with your units, so it's something good. With scout is good. Other than that, I don't think you can use it in most cases. Sorry guys, I burped again, sorry. Maybe with minigun boys it can be useful, but again, minigun, if you don't put any range, it's just going to be less efficient, I guess. But yeah, it is still one of the broken ones. We'll see. I can't believe I just put arc beam in the C tier. I thought it was something else. What I put it as? I forgot. Oh boy, I don't remember. We'll see what I guess didn't put yet. So yeah, we are fine guys, don't worry. That's rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is A tier. The reason why rocket launcher is not as great, it is again one of the, you still get 2 crew members. That's I guess good. It's high dealing damage. I'm gonna, should I put it it is again one of the best ones because it deals good AoE damage. Can I put it here? Okay. You still get 2 crew members if I remember correctly. I think with specific must deal damage dealing stuff. It shots a rocket instead of, yeah, it's just rocket launcher. So yeah, you wait a lot of times. It is good since it deals AoE damage. But other than that, slow firing, if enemy has range advantage anyway, they can counter you with their specific units, such as teleportation, melee, or like any higher range units like this arc blast in tier 3. But they do have good AoE. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the S tier. I just realized. These are good because they can deal. Do they deal same damage to multiple stuff? Yes, I think they do, if I remember correctly. But yeah, depending on the stats, it is not as great as the Arc Blast. But you still get 2 units, I think, with specific build. Can you get 3? I don't remember. But yeah, you guarantee get 2 rocket launcher units. They deal, I guess, highest damage together. Yeah, and then we have, is it sniper rifle? I think, yeah, it's sniper rifle. Sniper rifle is, I think it is better than arc beam. It's actually one of the S tier too. Or you know what? No, it's actually not better as arc beam. Arc beam is, again, you still need to get closer to opponent, but with better buffs, it can be stronger than the scout sniper rifle. You still need to wait tier 2, and with the best damage value, you still get 2 crew members, and I think they can stun the units. In that case, maybe it can be better than the arc beam. It does have better range though, not gonna lie. Tier 2, both of them tier 2. This, I think, shots are a bit slower than this, but it does have better range. Maybe that covers it for it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it to S tier. Yeah. Now Targeter. Targeter is one of the solid ones. or it could be easy A tier. It can allow you to see the camo units, and it's just extra range buff. It is just that good, because you definitely, I guess you don't need a lot of them to use this, because in most cases camo units are going to be tier 3. So, but this is giving you extra range and piercing, if I remember correctly. So with, I guess, a flamer and this, flamer is something already deals a lot of good AoE damage, so it's like already piercing, but it can give good range to the flamethrower. So yeah, I think it's one of the good choices. I think this is you need to pay to unlock it. I think it's one of the tier 1 upgrades as well. This can be good with machine gun in the early game as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put this here. Can it be better than advanced optics? I think they are similar, because they're just extra range and giving you the camo. I'm not sure which one could be better. Advanced optics, both of them I think tier 1. Yeah, I think this is much, because block bots are OP race. Yeah, okay. What was this again? This range. Okay, that's range buff. Yeah, energy cell 1. And then veterancy. Veterancy is I think I'm gonna put to B tier. I definitely like veterancy. I like my units to heal over time, and since they are going to be range. Now this is actually for melee buff. It does buff melee, but it does give you extra HP over time. The only sacrifice is you wait over time to get the benefit from it. Other than that, can it be better than? Let me check. Swarm is better than that, definitely. Was it tier 2 or tier 1? I think this is tier 2 upgrade, if I remember correctly. Jump pack is better. I think it is better than, self-destruction maybe. Yeah, because it's allowing your unit to survive longer. So yeah, it's easy B tier, solid. Yeah, but requires sacrifice. You have to wait time, and you have to pay rare crystals, I guess. And then we have retreat. Retreat is actually one of the S tier 1s, in my opinion. The reason why, not only it, since in blockoids you don't have any option to heal unless the ultimate of the what ancient that heals you. Other than that, your unit's gonna die in battle. I know they're stronger ones anyway, but this is giving you a second chance for your unit with a, I guess, lower HP. It definitely lets, like, it's like an insurance. It just gives you less HP. But then if you have tier 2 to tier 3 units, usually blockoids have good range advantage, even though I don't like their tier 3 weapons. And the missile pack, because when it goes to higher range, it usually explodes on air before touching to its target. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go there as well while we are going through. Yeah, it is one of the S tier 1s. I think you're gonna guarantee use it, because it helps your blockoids in campaign to be like in higher numbers. Since these are in the back rows, they are like gonna come from barracks, since they took a lot of damage. I think, yeah, this is one of the S tier 1s. Do you need level 3? Level 2? I think tier 2 barracks you need to get benefit from it, if I remember correctly, or tier 1. I need to check that out. But yeah, it is one of the good ones, because again, it doesn't kill your unit. It just gives a second chance. And since usually these guys are going to come from behind, they are just going to have extra chance to shot their weapons again. So that's how good it is. You're definitely going to use this, unless, I don't know, if you want to go full glass cannon. This is just something blockoids needs their swarm, but they cannot do it because they only spawn one unit and they are slower than block bots, but their units are stronger. So you definitely need this just to have that extra swarm that's like coming from behind to get yourself stronger. The only downside is, I guess, if enemy has AoE weapon in a high range, these are gonna die with the group if they are like grouped up with the first group in the front when they come behind because they have less HP. Other than that, it's pretty good. I can definitely put S tier. I can talk a lot about it, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep it short. And then we have helmet. Now, for go blocks, which benefits from melee a lot, the armor is actually not something that bad, but again, I don't think it is actually better, because you do have a lot of good stuff that is better than the armor equipment. In early game, I don't think you definitely need helmet. It is just gonna reduce your range, and I guess it can give you a slight armor though, that's good. But in most cases, I think you are not gonna use armor. I don't remember any of my playthroughs I use armor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't even use, like, it is I'm gonna probably upset some people about this, sorry guys, but I mean, it's free though, it's free, but all it does, it just definitely limits your one equipment slot in tier 1. Maybe if you use with spawn caves and you have these armored guys, but I don't think it will be that good. I mean, I know you have a lot of tier 1 units with a high armor, but if enemy have piercing, so these are not going to be that useful anyway. I'm just trying to think of early game and late game scenario. I don't think armor going to be useful with go blocks, because there are other good things with go blocks that is better than armor itself. And I think is this supposed to be small shield or armor? I don't want to do the same mistake with the block bots, which I accidentally put the arc beam. I don't know what I think it was about, but I just forget about. But arc beam is one of the best ones. Guys are going to be like, bro, wasn't that in the C tier? But yeah, I forgot what it was. So yeah, the pictures are so small. I just used uncropped ones to see it better, but it's still small. Let me check if there's one other picture with go blocks shield. That's not the one. Yeah, I think that is for the go blocks. I think that's the small shield, not the armor, because I feel like in this picture it's also wearing. Was it wearing armor? I don't know. It's so small, guys. I'm so sorry if I mistaken. It's small shield. Small shield is actually for early game. It does block frontal damage in a small chance. But let me check what can be better than the small shield. I mean, I think it's a C tier. For go blocks, again, compared to, let me check, what can you use this for? Maybe blockman, and should you use for, I don't know, can block bots shot ignores armor? I'm not sure. I mean, it's shield, it's supposed to block, but I don't know if block bots can shoot unblockable weapons. So you're just gonna, oh my god, I just hit my mic. You're gonna get like another equipment, so, but it's actually better than the armor, because usually since they're walking in the front, these guys can help you with your hero to like these are gonna tank the damage because they have shield. I guess it is in most cases. I mean, this is definitely one of the worst shields compared to the block bots one. Let me check. Could it be B tier? It's free. It's like in the early game. I think it is it is better than Blockbot's sword. Yeah. The thing is, I think there should be more use case for this one, but do I even use this in my Goblox series? I don't remember. I do remember using small size and flamethrower most cases, and I try to focus on ranged. I use jump pack a lot instead of this. Yeah, I don't know if yeah, I don't think it's going to be like, I think a lot of people gonna disagree with me. Again, it is something, it does give you good protection. It allows your hero to survive longer since these guys gonna take the damage, block them. But again, blockman tier 1, actually they do use bullet type weapons. Can it be B tier? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think this is one of the best one. No, I'm just gonna put it to C tier. I don't feel relaxed if I put it to B1, you know, because in B you have to sacrifice something. This is just free. You just get it in the beginning of the game, and you, depending on what your scenario, I don't know even if you want to use it. I guess in the Blockman you can use it. Other than that, Zomblocks, I don't think you want to use shield for Zomblocks. Melee against melee, not good. Blockoids, maybe. I don't know. Blockoids have plasma rifle in the early stage. They do have fire gun as well, so I don't think it's going to be useful. Let me check. Blockbots, definitely you're not going to. So yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no. You're not going to use that. don't use this, guys, please. And we have Chameleon. Chameleon is camouflage in Zomblocks. It is one of the last upgrades, if I remember correctly, but I don't think it is that useful because let me check. They ignore units. No, they do attack units, but you can manually target other stuff to attack, I guess. Let me think. Yeah, it does. It is B tier. It's B tier. I think one of the low end B tier ones. The problem is, again, with this, it's tier 3, and the sacrifices, they usually gonna focus on the first target they see. Since it's a zone block, you have to manually target it. If you manage to successfully do it, you can maybe send your unit to a spot of turrets the enemy has, but you still need to wait till tier 3. Should I put the C tier though? I think I'm thinking about, like, it's between C and B. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put C tier because I don't really see a lot of uses for this one as well. It is just something. Can it be better? Let me check. No, none of us tier 2. Chameleon, I guess. Both camouflage. Do blockbots have better since they have earlier camouflage? I think so. But the thing is, I think I don't know, can you use it camouflage for early tier units? I think you can, but maybe not tier 1. I guess, I don't know. I guess blockbots OP, so some blocks are. Yeah, sorry guys. I just have to do something to put them in order. Don't be mad, guys, please. I'm just thinking the best case scenario for these. In the end, I'm gonna try to fix the stuff that I think, like, wait, is this actually? No, that's Arc Blast. I'm definitely sure that's Arc Blast. No, I thought like that can be Arc Beam. That's Arc Beam, but it's very small, so I'm really hard to see it. Yeah, we were in the Chameleon. So Chameleons, they're good. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't think you should need to buy it. Like, let's be honest, unless you have extra rare minerals to get it anyway. It is just, I don't see a lot of use cases. Again, there is some guy. Bro, you don't know how overpowered the Chameleon is, okay? Just don't put it there. I know, but I don't use it. Yeah, that's true. I don't use it in most cases. But again, it's Zomblocks, guys. Zomblocks attack in the first thing they see, so I don't think it's going to be that beneficial. Sorry, no offense for you, Chameleon. It's just something. I need to drink some milky tea, I guess. Okay, we have. Are these regular claws? Yeah, giant claws. Sorry. Okay, that's regular claws. These can be good. It is actually. Let me check. Yeah, these are actually much better than poison claws, if I remember correctly. Uh, it's going to be in the beginning of the upgrades anyway, so I think it's A tier. They do have good piercing. The problem is their zone blocks. They need to get closer to the enemy. Or maybe I can put the S tier. Let me check. Tier 1 zone block. What you can use zone block tier 1 in most cases? Claws are actually, I'm just starting to think, it's very useful. They deal good damage, but other than that, they don't have anything, any other effect. They just have, I guess, solid damage. You know what? I'm gonna put A tier. It is, I don't know. It's better than the. This is like overall buff, so yeah, I'm gonna put it here. I guess it's a weapon, so it does damage, I guess. So what this can be? I'm just starting to think. I'm just thinking what this can be. No, that's not it. Unstable, summon, radioactive aura, poison claws. I think this is tough. I think, yeah, it has to be either fast or tough. Which one could be faster though? I let me check. I'm trying to understand. I think this one is tough. Yeah, okay. So this is fast. Yeah, this is fast. Fast is, I think, what fast does, it just gives you a speed buff to your units. Other than that, I mean, your unit's gonna stay in number of like 5 units since it's zone blocks. It can be good because there is literally nothing other than you can do with zone blocks to reach enemy faster. I mean, leaping is something, I guess. Can it be better than the jetpack? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna put this here because it's still a good movement buff. But jetpack covers more range. Again, I'm like comparing different races, I know. Wait, where is jump pack? Oh, jump pack is here. Okay, yeah. It have a chance to broke. Okay, where was I? Yeah, giant claws. Giant claws is a must-use thing, if I remember correctly. And let me check if it can be better than anything else in here. It's tier 2, so I do believe it does have royalty of having here. I don't know if our spread is tier 3 or tier 2. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's good in S tier. I think in most cases you're gonna use it. It's just that good. Either in tier 3 units and tier 2 units, it's just huge damage and just knockbacks enemy and deals like good damage with good equipments, I guess. It's just overall really good, like, I guess must buy, I think. Yeah. Let me check. Leaping in my opinion, one of the good ones. It is, I guess, better than jetpack because it does jump as soon as it reaches the ground. Even though the travel distance is less, it can reach, and it does give a 25% dodge, which is in most races not, like, I guess in block paths not going to be that useful. But the good thing is you are losing one unit, 25% dodge, and it does help you with, you know, terrain advantage. They don't need to climb, they can just jump. I guess combined with fast, they can be good. These are like, you know, your units that absorbs the enemy damage in front, I guess. I don't know. With tough, I guess it can be good. But in many cases, I guess you can use it for your units that, like glass cannon. This is like gonna jump and reach them on time to kill it, maybe. Yeah, this is like multiple use fast movement. I think it was tier 2 upgrade? Let me check. Now in barracks, the good thing is once you unlock the upgrade, you don't have to, I guess you have to wait till the barracks to level up. Till then, since I think you can use for tier 1 as well. Yeah, that's great, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it there. That's good position for it. Yeah, leaping can be used for tier 1. That's good for zone blocks. Early game advantage. In blockbots, not the case, I guess. Yeah. Let me check. That's mass. Mass is actually one of the good ones. It's actually better than swarm. Let me check. Yeah, mass is A tier. The reason why mass is good, if you don't really invest your investment on totems, sadly, I wish if you add mass, I wish that each totem spawned too. Sadly, that's not the case. Maybe that's why it could be better, maybe, or that could be broken, I'm not sure. You get one, even though if you have swarm in the totems. But again, that was the construction video. But it allows you to spawn one stronger unit in tier 2, I guess, if you have giant, and in tier 3. So it's overall one unit extra that's gonna deal a lot of damage. So I guess that's why it could be better, because if you get specific upgrades, you lose your units. But this is kind of, you know, fixing that. So that's why it's good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, let me check. Was it tier 2? I think that's tier 1. Yeah, I think this is one of the better upgrades, because Zomblox units are a bit better in health stat, I guess, compared to Blockbots. Let me check. This is definitely not B tier, because this fixes your missing unit. So yeah, that's like in worst case, let's say you have only 2 units. This is just adding you 3 units in tier 2 and tier 3. So it's just that good. Yeah, mass. Mass is, was it better? It can be better. It can be better than Claws. Can it be better than overall unit buff? I guess. No. I'm gonna put it here. It does have a solid spot there in the tier A, tier 2. Poison Claws. Now, sadly, Poison Claws is quite optional. The Poison Claws deal less damage, but a chance to poison enemy. There's actually one better equipment than Poison Claws itself, which deals over time damage as long as, you know, opponent deals you damage. But we will go that later. I'm just gonna see. Poison Claws are, again, you need to open them by giving rare minerals. I think it does require you some sacrifice. It's B tier. It is better than Swarm. No. You need to reach your enemy. Does it stun? I don't think it's stun. Just poison and maybe slow, if I remember. Okay, if this have multiple effects, then I guess I might be wrong about it. Again, in the end of the video, I think I'm gonna make a fix about this. Let me check. I think it can be better than Swarm. It does give, if I remember correctly, it does give slow and it does not stun. It does slow and poison, if I remember correctly. Slow can be good. Yeah. Because slow basically makes your enemy deal slower damage so you can hit your attacks more often, and like you can tank more enemy damage from hero and units. But these need to attack the specific unit, so that's the downside. If they are focused on, you know, enemy units, I guess they can slow them to maybe allow you to give some more time for you to maybe escape there and maybe reach there on time. I don't know. These are probably good stallers if they manage to hit that chance correctly, but I don't think you want to use this on tier 2 and tier 3 units. Let's be real. I don't know who wants to do that. It's just very weird. Like, you have giant claws anyway. This is like not that good compared to what giant claws can do. And like stock claws, since they are free, they are like easy S tier. Where's stock claws? Oh, I put A tier. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it is something like you still get it in the early stage. Should I put I'm thinking if I should put it S tier. You know what? I'm gonna talk about it in the end of the video, I guess. I'm just, you know, let me finish this tier list, guys. Okay, we still have a lot of things to go. Look at that, like, oh my god. We have radioactive aura. I'm gonna put it to C tier. This is let me check. Better than that. What is this? Dodge chance. Yeah, it's better than its AoE damage over time. Better than that. Definitely better than sword, I think. Better than shield. Better than camouflage. Can be better than punch. No, I don't think it can be better than punch. So it is going to be there. Nanobots and radio pack. Nanobots can be, you know what, I'm gonna check that in the late end of the video. Okay, sorry guys, I just need to finish this. This gives an aura that slows nearby units, but the downside is it is just a supportive equipment. It don't deal a lot of damage. If the enemy is very tanky anyway, I guess you can use these guys for stalling enemy. Again, it's like AoE damage over time. It's just very slow damage. I wish you can just combine this with something else to make them powerful, but that's not the case, sadly. Yeah, it is, I guess, good spot for C. It's not definitely recommended in most cases. I don't know why you want to use radioactive aura unless you want to try out some new stuff, maybe breaking the meta strategies. I don't know. Yeah, it is, I guess, fine with C tier. Definitely not used in most cases. And then we have summon. Oh my god, summon is easy S tier. In my opinion, summon is easy S tier. It is just something in the end game. It allows your I think in most heroes, radioactive, overlord, and it's actually one of the best like fast method of being there. So let me check what it can be worse than. Retreat is definitely better than retreat. It's definitely better than rocket launcher. It can be better than the arc blast. That's can be talkable, I guess. I think I'm gonna put this here. It's like a solid tier 3 upgrade. You still need to wait a lot of time for it, but what it does, it spawns all the summon equip units nearby your hero location. And the reason why how broken it is, you can just simply finish the game by staying in the enemy base and destroying enemy barracks, and your units are taking all the damage for you because they are the ones nearby you and enemy is focusing on killing them. You can even do a speed run with this strategy, but again, you still wait. No, you don't I forget I said that. This is just something for brute it's great, for radioactive it's great, and for overall it's overall great equipment. You definitely can't go wrong with this. It is just, even though you have glass cannon units, if they spawn in the same place of your hero and they have maybe fast, I don't know, like that combo, they will be like immediately kill enemy barracks or enemy units, because your hero have like they will be spawned in the place of your hero. That's how great it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna put them here. Oh boy, let me drink my milky tea. Unstable. Unstable is actually better than veterancy, but can it be better than? I think it's overall better B tier. You need to unlock it with rare minerals. You still have to wait a lot time just to take the effect of it, but it is definitely a permanent veterancy for your unit that's gonna get HP over time and a chance to weaken. But again, most of the time it's gonna get out of HP. Your tier 1 unit can get like out of like 500 HP in like, I don't know, it's probably good strategy for endless, not in campaign, because in campaign they just gonna have to go somewhere to destroy enemy. Maybe in Blockman this is like pretty good, but the sacrifices, you have to wait a lot time to see the effect of it. But again, it's just permanent. It's just gonna happen over time. It's gonna make your unit stronger, I think, and it's gonna make HP. It is just better veterancy. Veterancy caps in like some spot, and then it's just not gonna do it. So it's just gonna fill your equipment slot there, and you know, it's just gonna not do anything since it's already maxed out. But this one can actually go permanently as long as the unit is, you know, alive. I don't know if multiply and unstable can be a broken combo. I don't know if the multiply units also get the benefit of unstable or not. Like I'm not sure how that works, but if that's the case, that's like one of the overpowered things actually in Endless, because you keep spawning units and your units have unstable to get permanent buffs every time. Like imagine like 40 minutes of Endless, these guys going to be like tier 3, tier 2 level units, I guess, if my calculation is correct. Yeah. But again, it is not one of the best ones, sadly. It is just, you need a lot of time to see the effect of it. So, sorry guys. Is this Titan or Heavy Alloy? I'm not sure. I need to check. Dear God, I hope I'm not making any mistakes. I wish I had some names on the site so I can see what they actually are. But I still try to do my best to, you know, work around it. Yeah, I think this is Titan. Titan is one of the S tier, and it is basically overall buff. You get like better damage, better HP, stronger unit. It is just overall buff. And let me see which spot is for this one. The downside is you can only use it for tier 2 and tier 3. Again, still very good. Let me check where Titans belong. These are tier 2. These are definitely something better. Giant Claws are tier 2 if I remember correctly. This is actually better than Arc Spread, because without, I guess, Arc Spread, like this can buff Arc Spread as well. This is that good. This is just something of a overall buff and a tank unit. I guess it's gonna be slow, that's the only downside, but it's going to be like a giant robot. So yeah, that's overall S tier. Is this, yeah, this ammo pack? This is small buff that's just increase your, sorry guys, I burped, range damage. Oh, sorry, let me drink some. This increase your range damage, and let me check where it belongs actually. I think this is good A tier. It is can it be better than, no, it is just a weapon buff. And does it increase range? I don't remember if it does increase range. It is actually, let me check. I think this was in here, right? No, it wasn't here. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it that way. But yeah, in the end of the video I will probably make some fixations, guys, don't worry about it if I made any mistakes. Yeah, this is ammo box. Ammo box is tier, is it tier 2? I think this is also tier 2 equipment, which can be good with snipers and anything that deals high damage. This is just gonna buff the damage of it. Leaping. Is this tier 1? Tier 1? Tier 1? Tier 1? Wait, what was this? Okay, advanced optics, I just see that. Dear God. Sorry guys. Tier, yeah, I think, yeah, this is here because this is tier 2 upgrade. These are tier 1. So yeah, that's you know, you have to wait tier 2 barracks to get this value, if I remember correctly, or correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't remember, but yeah, it's just a range weapon buff, but it is a good, like, A tier. It's solid A tier. You definitely need high damage, and this is just something that's gonna buff it. And backpack is a worse version of it. It is free in the beginning. It is just a worse version for what it does. But again, you just get it in free. It's just free small buff, I guess. Yeah. So I think, is this better than teleportation? Better than because it's free and you just get in the beginning and you just deal a small damage, I guess. I don't think it's better than Unstable and Poison Claws. Or you know what, I'm gonna put to C tier. Because after you get the ammo box, you're not gonna use it anyway. It is, I guess, better C tier because it's going to be free in the beginning of the game. So yeah, in most cases after you get ammo box, you're not gonna use this anyway. Like, come on, man, who is gonna use backpack once ammo box is open? Yeah, it's outclassed by ammo box. And then we have camouflage. Blockman camouflage can be, let me check. Jetpack camouflage, could it be better? I mean, for a small time they will not be seen by opponents. But again, after they attack, it's immediately going to be seen by them. I think it is, again, C tier. It does have, I guess, very small worse like attack cases. I think in multiplayer you can annoy the enemy by using these to attack in some locations their turrets have, and till they realize these guys are there. I think they can see them. They don't be invisible. They are just camouflaged, and they can attack them as soon as these guys are attacking something. I think flamethrower with these guys and jetpack could be good, but again, it's like very small, like, you know, use case scenario. I don't think in most cases you're gonna use that strategy because I guess their weapons are not breaking anyway. It is probably a good one, but you need to use 3 equipments for tier 2, and I feel like snipers and other weapons are much better than those strategies because you need to wait till your unit to go to enemy base to that work. Maybe in the end game, if you already cleared out of towers of enemies and you try to reach the enemy base as fast as you can, like not being able to enemy units to see them, and you manually target the enemy buildings. So yeah, it's just a specific scenario, I guess. It's there, it's just in that class. So yeah, it's C tier. Flamethrower. Flamethrower is easy S tier. Again, as I said, in multiple scenarios, jetpack, flamethrower, let's say you already cleared out of stuff, it can be good. Other than that, it is just one of the best piercing or damage over time weapons that's gonna help a lot. Let me check. Is it tier 2 or tier 1? I think it's tier 1. It's actually better than, can it be better than arc beam? Oh, they still need to reach closer. I think this can be good. Yeah, this can. I feel satisfied with this selection because flame, they still have less range, but they deal damage over time. I actually don't know with advanced optics and with ammo pack how long you can make the range of it, but this is supposed to be damage over time. This is not going. You shouldn't supposed to increase the damage of this. It is just, I guess you can do it for several cases, but I mean, this is the reason why this exists. This is just gonna ignore armor. It's not gonna, I mean, you can still deal slow, like faster damage, shorter time, and they just till they reach to you, they die. So yeah, that's good. This just counters every tank unit. Like that's why it's a must. So it's a S tier. Helmet, same case with armor. Sorry guys, like I don't think you have a lot of uses. I'm so sorry. Infiltrate is actually one of the solid ones. Let me check. It is better than teleportation because it puts you in the nearby, I guess, source captured node. But again, if you lose that, you're gonna lose your infiltrate anyway. It's just gonna spawn in the nearest undestroyed source block. Yeah, that's how it is. Let me check if I can maybe put this in a better part. Yeah, this is only good for maybe trying to finish the game faster, because this is just gonna make your units spawn faster. Maybe jetpack with this and flamethrower, I don't know, like that's a very interesting strategy. You are just sacrificing one slot, so your unit can go even further to enemy when they spawn, I guess. Yeah, that's the only sacrifice. The sacrifice, you pay rare minerals, and the chances of the nodes are destroying by enemy if you don't protect it well. So yeah, that's I guess good tier. But if I can put it, I think this is tier 3 or tier 1. No, it's not tier 1. Tier 2 or tier 3 upgrade. I think it's better than self-destruct. Better than veterancy. Maybe. No, it's not better than veterancy. Veterancy is... wait, no, it's better than veterancy. Jump pack, nah, jump pack is better. Jump pack is, something beginning at the start, it's just jumping. This is just, you have to wait for the spawn. But compared to summon, this is, I guess, the second close range compared to where your node is. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna put this better than jump pack, I guess. Yeah. This is just a better, second better movement gear, I guess, compared to all jetpacks and other stuff. But yeah, your unit still needs to walk, so in that case, I guess it's not that good, because if you don't equip jetpack and it's just the way it is, it has to walk all the way in the next place it spawn. So jump pack, I know it's chance to break, but it still keeps till it's not get broken, So it's probably much better than infiltrate. And I think this is, can you use it in tier 1? I think you can. Yeah, that's much better, exactly. Cleaver. Cleaver, come on, man. This is one of the melee block and weapons. I don't think it's completely useless, but I'm putting. I guess it's better than heal. It's free. You can get in the earlier stage, but sorry guys, I just burped again. Dear God, this is just a melee weapon for blockmen. Blockmans don't have a lot of damage in melee anyway. I don't think it is definitely recommended in most cases, unless if you want to try something crazy and you want to say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna make the most overpowered melee unit. I don't know why you want to do that anyway, but it's there if you want to try it. But in my case, I don't think I'm gonna use any melee weapon for blockman. Let me check, can it be better than heal? Yeah, it's free, so I guess that kind of fixes it. What is this? I think this is minigun. So yeah, minigun is actually one of the better ones. It is, let me check. It can be S tier. Since it's one of the early game weapons in tier 1, you technically don't gonna get anything better than either flaming and machine gun. Sorry, it's not minigun, it's machine gun. Yeah. The problem is it's a bullet type weapon, which sometimes ignores dodge chance, that stuff. So I think I'm gonna put this below shield. But again, it's one of the best first tier equipment you can give to your blockman. So it's guaranteed going to use it unless if you're against zomblocks or maybe anything that has higher attack thingies. Or you know what? I don't know if I can put it S tier. I mean, it will be S tier, but I'm thinking it can be better than arc beam. I mean, you know what, I'm gonna put this here. Yeah. The reason why, because this is fast fire rate weapon. Arc beam has to shoot a little bit and wait, shoot a little bit and wait a little. And this does get better range value compared to arc beam in tier 1. If I remember correctly, you can get targeter with this, or I don't know, sergeant with this. It is just one of the better options unless you're against zomblocks. But either this or this, I'm trying to think. You know what, block bots ignore dodge chance, so I think I'm gonna put this there. Even though their shots are slower, it's just going to be there. These bots are definitely going to be most used ones. Yeah, it is. This is block bots. I don't know which one. Oh, this is martial arts. Martial arts, I think it's also C tier. I think I'm gonna put this near Blockbot's dodge. Can it be higher though? I think in the higher tiers it can be higher martial arts, but again, it can be countered with weapons special type anyway, so it is not going to use in most case scenarios. It is just something exists, I guess. You can use it. Medpack is one of the, not S tier, but one of the good choices. Actually, wait, can it be S tier? The sad thing is you only get one healing unit each squad. So the problem is if that guy dies first, you lose the healing. So I don't think it's technically S tier. If all of the guys have the med packs, then that could be good. But again, if you manage to stack them perfectly, their heal, I think, stacks, and you can heal your hero as well. Let me check. I think this can be better than the swarm, because with flaming and this one compared together, they can, you know, counter and keep your units alive in the front lines. Yeah, this is actually a good one. Again, if you lose this one guy, you lose your healing ability. That's the downside. That's why it could be better, I guess, if all of them has the med pack. Yeah, minigun is S tier. There is nothing that is as broken as minigun. It's tier 2 weapon though. I'm gonna put it better than sniper rifle. It is just something with range buff and damage buff. You can even get better value with this. It is just fast firing death weapon. Only downside is range, but it is still fine, I guess, other than blockbots, anti high range units and go blocks disintegrators. This is something that's gonna counter everything very well. That's how broken it is. It's just minigun, bro. You can't go wrong with the miniguns. Yeah, let me check. Sergeant is one of the S tier ones. I don't think it's actually one of the easy S tier ones. The reason why it's so good, it can be equipped with any level, and it can be like an easy buff with every unit, and with general combo, it is one of the most broken units. That's like, you get only one of them, I know, that's one of the downside, but this is usually very strong unit, even though in the tier 1, I don't know how that strong it is, but it is just easy overall buff. I'm definitely using this in my most strategies. This is one of the coolest guys in the Blockman. This like gives me, you know, that feeling of insurance. I feel safe. This guy can save me. This is Sergeant. Sergeant is the coolest guy, even cooler than the hero. Just kidding. But this is one of the best ones. But let me check. Can it be better than Arc? Yeah, this is overall buff. I think this is better than even the like Blockbot's energy cell like 2, because this is something, you know, that's overall buff. This is like how broken it is. Yeah, what is this? I'm trying to see what that be. I don't know what this is actually. What can it be, guys? Oh, I don't know what can it be. I'm sorry, I don't know. It is too small. Oh my goodness, I don't know, guys. How am I supposed to find this now? You know what? Let me check. Armor, helmet, cleaver, backpack, veterancy, yeah, dodge chance, what infiltrate, flamethrower, minigun. What this could be? I forgot what can it be. Just give me a moment, guys, please. Oh my god, I just realized what this is. This is Super Soldier, guys. Since it is very small, I don't the picture is small, I don't realize that. So yeah, it is too like higher than the you know, block height. This is actually not the best option, but I guess I'm gonna put this to A tier anyway, because I definitely use this in like making my unit tankier and having like a long range weapon. It's like very good. It's tier 3 though. I think it deserves, let me check. Yeah, it deserves here, I guess. This is like a solid super soldier upgrade. It's just overall buff, but it prioritizes melee mostly for some reason. It have better HP, better like stats. That's like the super soldier, but you get I think only 1 instead of 3 units, if I remember correct, or 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you get 2 or 1. I just don't remember what was it, but yeah, it is just stronger unit, but it's like melee prioritized. You still can get tier 3 tank units with, you know, rocket launcher or I don't know, sniper with this. I don't know why you want to do that. Instead you want to focus on better damage value. But yeah, this is just something exists in tier 3. You still need to wait a lot. I wish it can be like an overall buff. Sadly, it is just melee prioritized. It can be like a mid shield, I guess, and it can make your tier 3 units survive longer with dealing, I guess, a bit less damage, but it's fine. It's just could be better, I guess. Yeah, A tier. Oh my god, we are starting from ancient armor actually. Wow. Yeah, ancient armor is one of the S tier ones. The only problem with ancient armor you can only have in tier 3 unit, and I do think like in most scenarios in tier 3 blockoids you're definitely gonna use this. And let me check. It's actually one of the lowest ones because the sad thing is you can only use it in tier 3. I don't know why they don't use this in tier 2 as well. Blockoids definitely need this dude. It's like overall buff. I don't think it's melee prioritized. It's overall buff. Yeah, it just goes great with anything. It just survives more with retreat and this. It's just great combo. By the way, retreat is a tier 2 upgrade if I remember correctly. Let me check. Titan. Arc spread. I think retreat could be good here. Below like tier 3. These guys are enough. Or should I make it the highest tier ones are better or low? No, this is better because these are early game and late game you can use multiple times. So yeah, these are better in the first tier, I guess. So yeah, let me check what we have here. I wish that ancient armor could be applied to tier 2 as well. But again, even though with tier 3, it's still one of the S tier guarantee use equipments. That's how good it is. Let me check. What is this? I'm trying to think what it could be. Ooh, I think this is anti-gravity if I remember correctly. I'm just trying to see which one could it be, guys. That's missile pack. That's not it. That's stasis. That's stasis field, stove, shield. We are just seeing everything right now. What is this? I don't know what this is actually. Yeah, I think I do need to check these two. Oh my god. I thought I know everything by far right now, but I don't apparently. So yeah. Okay, I think this is anti-gravity probably. I'm just gonna put this I don't think it's totally useless. It still allows your unit to attack without having climbing animation, but I think it's C tier. Let me check. It doesn't technically require some sacrifice than paying rare minerals. I think it could be better than what this is. Is it Iron Engine? Yeah, I think it's a better Iron Engine because you can still attack without climbing, so that's something good, I guess. And you're floating, so yeah, that's like I think you also move a little bit faster too. So yeah, it's overall buff to Iron Engine, which is only focused on speed. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it there. It's like good position for it. Now, Blockoid's camouflage is actually one of the good ones because since they already spawn only one unit, you can always choose the option to use your unit to select a target. And I think there are some broken strategies, but again, I am gonna put this to C tier It is not definitely a solid one because you still need to put manual targeting to see the work done. I think this is one of the best camouflage options. Can you use it in tier 1? I don't remember if that's the case, but yeah, this is the reason why it's that good. Again, like they can carry multiple weapons, and with that, this having that benefits of being tanky compared to most of the races, and it can just, you know, move faster with the right equipment. It can be better, but it's definitely C tier. It's not as great as others. Damage aura. This is actually one of the most underrated ones. In early game, in mid game, it is really good, but it can be outclassed in the late game where enemies have high HP. So I'm gonna definitely put this to A tier. This is like opposite of what healing field does. It deal damage to everything. It's also tier 1. I think these are all tier 1. So yeah, it is like the more enemies nearby, the better it is. The downside, don't target turrets. I guess it's like something they have to, you know, do it to make it less overpowered. But deals solid damage over time. That's how good it is. With since you can stack multiple weapons in blockoids, you can make like untouchable unit. Specialize, I guess, better with zombie blocks, I guess, because this is like dealing extra damage. But there is even better equipment than this. This is just solid damage equipment that deals damage to enemy, and the more these guys are around, the better damage spread, because like it's like making like sound like vzzt, 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 and that deals like solid damage over time to everything nearby. It's it could be better if it can target nearby towers, I guess. Yeah, that's only case, but I'm definitely using this a lot in zombie blocks and anything that is like very tanky. With fire gun, it's like good combo. Let me check. Is this laser or it's tier 3? I think this is tier 3 not arc blast, plasma blast. Heavy plasma blast. I don't know what they call this weapon. And now the only hate thing I have with this, it is very strong shot. It does deal huge AoE damage. It does knockback, but if it is passing the highest range capacity of the weapon, it explodes on air without touching the thing that it's supposed to contact with. But I think I realized some guy said that's also same with the block bots. But this is also one of the must use. Sorry, I don't want to put that there. It is a guarantee use tier 3 weapon. Let me check. It's actually better than Ancient. No, it's not better than Ancient. This is just there. It is it's similarly with Arc Blast, I guess. Can it be better than Arc Blast? It does deal more damage than Arc Blast, let's be real. But Arc Blast have higher range, so yeah. And does this slow? I don't remember it does slow, but it does deal huge AoE damage that like knockbacks and deal multiple damage for the enemy block structures. This is that good. It's like a shotgun rocket launcher, maybe. It's like better than the actually Blockman rocket launcher. But I think Blockman rocket launcher shoots faster, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe they have same attack speed. But yeah, this is overall... no, you know what? I'm not gonna... Because Blockman rocket launcher can go beyond their range. I guess I'm gonna put this... let me check. Above Arc Blast. Okay, yeah, that's solid place there. And we have Fire Gun. Fire Gun is definitely one of the S tier weapons. The reason why it's that good, it's in the beginning. Can it be better than Flamethrower? I guess most Flamethrowers have the same effect anyway. This guy is much tankier, but you get 3 of them, so I guess that's not that great. Yeah, I'm just gonna put behind the Flamer because these are 3 units. They can deal like a lot more damage than this one guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that there. Let me check. What is this? This is Force Wave. Force Wave. It is good when they start attacking your unit, even though they are ranged. It is It is good when you are against some blocks, I guess. This guy is, shockwave nearby opponents, and they just knock back. It's good for dealing, like taking their time. Other than that, it's either low B or C. I think it is low B. The reason why, because this is like can take enemies time when they deal damage to you, and when they bring a lot of opponents with them. But it is still tier 2, I think, if I remember correctly. I think I'm gonna put this to high C tier. Yeah, it is like optional, I guess. You don't really need to use this ability in most scenarios. So yeah. Let me check. Plasma rifle. I guess this is one of the solid early game weapons, because even though it's free, I remember correctly, it's free. And let me check compared to what we have. Arcs, block bots definitely better. A minigun is definitely better. Yeah, I think this is this has its own place in the last better ranged ones, because it shoots a little bit slower than minigun and arc, or maybe they have same attack speed with this, but this is like ignore. So yeah, this has multiple benefits, I guess. I guess plasma rifle is last, because it is it is very dependable. I don't know if you want to use plasma rifle. Maybe if you use multiple weapons with plasma rifle, that can be good. But yeah, you already have a tank unit, so it is just the less damage dealing thing. I do recommend a fire gun more than that. Maybe no, I'm not gonna put below that because it has range advantage. Let me check. Yeah, this is what they call, I forgot the name of it, heavy plasma, I think. Heavy plasma is one of the easy S tier, tier 2. You are guaranteed gonna use this. It is just you don't have any better alternatives. It's that good. Let me see. Is it better than minigun? No. Is it better than sniper? That can be, I guess, discussable. But the thing is, this is one of the high damage dealing. With psychic, it can be great. But again, sniper has better range. Attack speed can't be faster than the sniper. I'm not sure. I think it is better than heavy arc beam too, if I remember correctly, because it's like a stronger shot overall. Maybe. I'm not sure actually. You know what? It's very iffy. I mean, they have psychic. You know what? Since they can use multiple weapons, I guess this is a solid spot. Yeah, I'm not gonna go worse than arc beam, because heavy arc beam is only one weapon. You can buff it with, I guess, stuff. Other than that, this guy can use multiple weapons. So yeah, I'm just gonna put worse than sniper because of this guy can have better range and effect that stuff. Yeah, it's a solid space there, I guess. Let me check. Laser is B tier. Actually, one of the, you know what? Yeah, it's actually one of the B tier. It has early game highest range potential. It can deal damage to the turrets that cannot hit, because this is, in early game, this is like one of the highest range. It deals slow damage. It deals focus fire. Other than that, let me see. It is actually one of the, you know what, I'm gonna put this in the, the sacrifices. It deals low damage if they don't have a lot of units. If you don't have a lot of units like this, you don't see huge effect, unless if you want to just clear enemy without going to their base, and this guy is gonna shoot their laser and destroy the blocks that you manually target, and then you clear the units that's nearby. So yeah, that's, I guess, good use for it. Other than that, I don't think it does deserve S tier. I don't think you definitely guarantee use in every scenario, because fire gun is, I know it's short range, but since your unit is tanky and you need to clean, like destroy enemy units, this is just something of being annoying and try to clear enemy without like reaching them, I guess. Yeah, it is not that great. Oh my god, my throat is drying again, guys, sorry. Let me check. We have what this is. Oh my god, is this actually a plasma rifle? Bro, what are you? Oh my god, did I? No, that's... Isn't that the... Oh no, that's fusion wave. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, that's fusion wave. So yeah, this is actually... since I see it, I thought this is like plasma rifle. You know what? The picture is so small. Sorry, guys. People be like, bro, come on, man. The fusion wave is actually one of the, again, it's not must use. It's a good, can be better tier actually. And this is like infinite piercing, but that's the only case that you use it for. It just ignores armor with any weapon yet you use with. Tier 2, where's tier 2? These are tier 1? Okay, no, it's in the low A, yeah, because it still takes your one equipment slot. Is it better than minerals? I guess so, because minerals you still have to pay rare minerals. This one is, once you unlock it, it's permanent, so yeah. Yeah, fusion wave is there. Okay. This is the plasma rifle. Okay, and I can finally see this is a plasma rifle. Plasma rifle is in here. Yeah, it is slow damage dealing with a okay range, but compared to minigun and the arc beam, it's just I mean, you have stronger unit, I understand that, but still I don't really think it is that much of a like huge deal compared to minigun and other stuff. The shots are actually not, are they count as bullet type? I think they do, yeah. It's still not as good as arc beam, and it's not as fast as the machine gun, so it's, I guess, there, it's just free. Power cube, I think that's power cube. Power cube is one of the good ones. It's good knockback, and it does one of the good high melee damage, if I remember correctly. It's is it tier 2 weapon or tier 1? Actually, I think it's tier 1, maybe? I don't remember correctly, but let me check. It's actually better than claws, because it does have knockback, and like it deals good piercing and good damage. But the thing is, claws are, since you get 5 dudes and this is like 1, so I guess I'm gonna put this in behind, because like compared to real case scenario, I think these guys can beat this guy regardless, because they are more in number, they have piercing weapons. Yeah, this needs to shot their knockback effect multiple times in AoE to get that benefit, I guess. This is a solid weapon though, in like blockoids melee, even though it's not really a huge recommended one, but I definitely recommend this one. It's just really strong. Since your unit is also strong as well, you get better value with it. And also you can equip multiple weapons anyway. So yeah, let me check. Shield is also A tier. I don't think it's S tier, even though it's free. It just gives you stat, like armor, shield, that protects you from damage. I am thinking damage field is still better than this, even though it can be discussable. This still gives you lower armor, but it deals damage to anything. This can maybe make your enemy units survive longer. Maybe in that case it's better. Maybe shield, retreat, and this. But yeah, you still have only 1 slot to put a weapon. What weapon are you going to use? Probably heavy plasma. I guess in order to get better units, maybe this is better than regeneration. Since with good, like, I'm just thinking, it's so difficult, guys. It's so difficult to, rate this. I guess your unit can survive longer. I guess it's that better is free. Was it free though? Or you need to unlock? I think you do need to unlock it. Yeah, I think you do need to unlock it. Damage field, I think you also do need to increase. You know what, I'm gonna put better than damage field then. Still, it's better armor and your unit gonna survive and test their weapons more. Even though you don't synergize with retreat, you have a tankier unit. And yeah, I don't think it's a S tier. I don't think everyone guarantees shield in their units. Because there are other weapons, it's just way better. And we will see them pretty soon. Let me see, what is this? I try to remember. I don't see what that is actually. Oh my god, what that is. Be right back, guys, I guess. So, okay, guys, I am back. Apparently, this is Blockoid's Psychic. This is not the best example of using it. I guess it is dodging, so yeah, it is. It is actually A tier. Because it gives you range benefits, dodge, and I think allow you to see the camo units, if I remember correctly. Your units become like better range units with dodge chance, that stuff. Let me check what it can be. It is, I guess, one of the targeter related thing, but it's actually better than targeter because it does give you range and other stuff. But what it does give you actually, I try to remember. Yeah, range, camo, dodge, and this is just camo and range. Yeah, advanced. I think it's better than advanced optics as well. Yeah, this is just, I guess, extra buffs. That's just a better version of those two. Yeah. Okay, so I'm happy that I found what it is. And then we have slow aura. This is actually one of the better ones, and I think I'm gonna put this S tier. The reason why this is so good, it slows nearby units, and I think this also applies to their attack speeds as well. This is like a guarantee slow, and since your units are, if they're getting closer, enemy getting close to your units, or you're getting close to enemy, it is just overall benefit. Other than that, actually, you know what? I don't think you can guarantee use this. I'm just starting this thing now. Should you guarantee use this or not? That's the question. I think in my Zone Blocks playthrough I guarantee use these things with Fire Gun and Damage Field. Like I sometimes switch between this and Damage Field. It is just guarantee permanent slow effect nearby. And I think the multiple of them does make it even slower, if I remember correctly or not. You know what, I'm gonna put this to maybe, okay, now it's 8 here. It is, I think it's better than shield. It makes your unit survive and attack their weapons longer, unless the enemy is usually ranged. In range cases, this can be a bit, I guess, less effective, but the good thing is, if enemies are coming from front and back, it doesn't matter. The front one's always gonna slow, and your units have more shots to kill them. So yeah, this is better than shield and damage aura actually. Yeah, I'm gonna put this there. We have stasis aura. Now this is I think this is C tier. This is it's actually better than the backpack. It's better than this, maybe. No, I'm thinking. I guess I'm gonna put this there, or no, you know what? Since it's also kind of small armor buff, I guess it does stun nearby units as a chance, but it is really optional. I don't think it is as great as these guys are. These are guaranteed damage, guaranteed protection, guaranteed slow. But this one is a chance to stun nearby enemy. Maybe it is good with a specific build, but it is not good alone, because the chance of triggering stun, sometimes if they have ailments, this can be less useful because it's like having less chance to stun it. But stun is usually one of the broken things. So I'm gonna put this detail. I don't think you're gonna use it in most cases because the slow aura is doing its job. and the other ones are better options compared to this one. Yeah, let me see. Stasis, this is actually one of the better weapons. I'm gonna put this in B tier. It's a solid one. Its stun is something always solid one. I think I'm gonna put this better than laser. Or you know what, I'm gonna put this below laser. The reason why it requires some sacrifice, because of the time it takes to stun again, and again people have ailments, that stuff. It is just pretty iffy thing. If like it misses the dodge, if it misses the stun chance, it's gonna have to use their secondary weapons if it has. Or if it does not have any fire gun or anything, it's gonna die because it didn't use its stun. It's like medium range, okay, kind of stuff. Maybe you can use it to make the zomblocks annoyed from you. But yeah, they do have healing totems to have less chance to get stunned. But yeah, it is, I guess, B tier. It's a solid one because stun is one of the overpowered things if it does not get countered with ailments. You can infinitely stun someone, or like a lot of armies. I did a test about it in one of the videos with turrets and stuff, but you need to have a lot of units. In multiplayer, I don't think it's very suitable, but in single player, it's something not bad in zomblocks. But yeah, it is definitely better than C tier. It's just because stasis aura. You know what? I'm just thinking. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna check that later. I'm just gonna let me complete this entire. I don't know how long time passed actually. What is this? This is this teleporter? I think this is teleporter. Teleporter is one of the similar result with this one. The reason it's better than this because this can survive longer. That's the only better thing. Other than that, the distance coverage, other things, I think these are solid, but yeah, that's, or maybe, you know what, I'm thinking if I should put this in the, jetpack level, because your unit can survive anyway. But you know what, no, that's just too much. These guys are getting more distance than this. It needs to teleport. You need to manually target something if you want to. Sorry guys, my throat is getting dried again. Oh my god. So yeah, we are in Go blocks now, I guess, with a switcher between zomblocks. Okay. Let me check. This is ammo box. Ammo box is, I think it's a solid one. Or you know what? It's actually one of the A tier ones. No, A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put this better than shield. Is it better than healing field? Yeah, it's better than healing. It's like overall buff to weapon like range weapons. So it is like, it could be better, I guess, if maybe it does not uses like less movement speed, but when you put ammo box, it makes your units slower. That's the downside. But range units don't need auto movement anyway, unless you have a different strategy. So yeah, it's overall buff. Let me check. So what am I looking at? Is this battle scars? Let me check. Or one of them is actually Go block armor, because I didn't put that Go block armor. I think this is Go block armor. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this here. Helmet, they do have similar protection, I think. Yeah, the thing is, these are like, I guess, a bit tankier since they are melee oriented. And we have battle scars, I think. Battle scars, I think I'm gonna put this also. Wait, did I put nanobots in? Where did I put? Okay, nanobots here. Yeah, this is, I think, is it better than nanobots though? I'm not sure. It's like making your chances to get lower stun chance. In that case, maybe it is better than the nanobots. But other than that, it's just a regular regeneration thingy that going around. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, big gun. Big gun is solid. Requires some sacrifice. The sacrifice is basically it's gonna destroy, and you have a punching unit, and it's actually one of the best P. If these are don't focus on these guys, like focus on these. Okay. Let me check. Big shield. Big shield is one of the better shields actually. 90% front protection damage, but again you have to wait. I think is it tier 2 or 3? I think it's tier 2. So let me check. It's actually one of the second best shield if it wasn't tier 1, sadly. Actually no. Should you can't use this? No, I think in tier 2 you usually focus on range anyway. Maybe you can do jump pack strategy. I guess I'm gonna put this in best 8 tier because this is one of the best second shield if it wasn't outclassed by the tier 1 stunning shield. That is like you can use it in the beginning anyway. This is just a stronger 90% block in front, I think. Yeah, that's how good it is. And we are in Go Block Flamers. Now this is actually, come here boy, come here. This is actually one of the debatable one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this here. These are having chance to break as well, but again, you're still 4 units. You are 3 units in this one. You attack faster with this one, but the chance of breaking is very sad, so that's why it's, I guess, better than the fire gun. So yeah, they attack faster though, that's a good thing, but chance to break is kind of sad thing. They have to punch with their hands. So yeah, this is I guess the all reliable with the blockman. The solid fire damage, the fast but the chance to break fire damage, and then there is tanky fire damage. Yeah. What this is, let me, I don't know if I can get a clear view of this. You know what guys, be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Apparently this is growth serum, so this is actually one of the S tier ones as well. The reason why it is just overall tank buff. It makes your unit stronger, faster, and you use it mainly for melee, but it is just something you definitely use it in tier 3. If like regardless what your build is, it is just good buff. But it shortens over time actually. Let me check tier 3, which one? Is it actually better than, yeah, it's better than probably shield 2. I think I'm gonna put it low end S tier because of the chances of getting smaller and weaker over time. This is just a, you know, a small boost in the beginning, and till like, since they come from barracks, they have to go all the way, they're gonna start getting weaker. So in that case, I guess low S tier, but you're definitely going to use this one with most of the stuff. It is just that good. I definitely recommend this with most of the things basically. Let me check. Gun. This is sadly one of the worst weapons in the beginning. I know it's like something, I know, but I guess it still deserves to be placed with their brothers, I guess. Let me check. Since the chance to break, this actually can be worse than the plasma gun, so I'm gonna put this to here. The reason why, because like compared to these all tier 1 weapons, it is just chance to break, and actually I do want to put this now here. That's like, I know they are coming in 4 numbers again, but low damage, it is just not doing that much. and the chance to break basically. But you're gonna use this if you don't have any good. I guess I'm gonna put this to A tier. Yeah, A tier. It is maybe low end A tier. Yeah, because I don't see a lot of value for this one, guys. Like, I think being short size and using flame weapons are much better than using the gun, because how low damage deal it does. But yeah, it's, I guess, A tier. It's free, and I guess still you have chance. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a revision for this one. I'm not sure if it deserves the A tier. Yeah, hammer. Hammer is easy S tier. Or yeah, it's S tier. It cannot be broken by anything, and your unit gonna carry it till it dies. But what it deserves, actually, let me check. It is stronger than giant claws, maybe? No, giant claws are much stronger, I think. You get, depending on what type of upgrade you do, you still get much stronger units with this. But with growth serum combo, this can demolish this guys. So yeah, it's quite iffy one, actually. You know what, I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, it can be better than the giant claws. Yeah, let me check. Kamikaze. Kamikaze is also one of the C tier. I don't use it a lot. I think I'm gonna put this. Where's the explosion? Is actually in B tier. Okay. Yeah, you lose your unit. It maybe deal good damage, but the thing is, your unit has to walk all the way, and I think you have to use either small size to get value from it. I definitely not use it a lot. It's better than camouflages, I guess. It is probably better than. I don't think it's better than radioactive arrow. This gives slow and damage over time. You still keep the unit till it dies. This is just, I guess, deals okay damage, but then you lose the unit. That's pretty much it. They be in, I think, 4 or 3 numbers, if I remember correctly. This, I think, reduces the squad size by 1. But again, still like a maybe like good case scenario if you have out of spawn mines and the enemy is Zomblocks, this can be good. Other than that, I don't think I see a lot of potential for this one. Sorry, guys. And then we have laser pack. Laser pack S tier, easy S tier. Still, you need to wait till. And again, it still has the chance to break. I know. Wait, where is the? Yeah, it's definitely better than sniper. It's not definitely. Is it better than minigun? I think I'm gonna put this the first tier 2 S tier, because this is like there's also a glitch where you can stack the damage and it also increases the attack speed, and then it becomes even more broken, even the chance to break, I know. But with good combination, this is like one of the best weapons you can get with Goblocks. It's that broken, even though they walk slow, I know, and the shot start taking longer time. It's just it covers everything for the Goblocks for range, pretty much. Yeah, let me check. Is it mass? I think this is mass with the Goblocks. I think this is better than the Swarm version. They are much tankier. And is it better than the? I think it is a bit lower than the Zomblocks one. Since you get, I think you still get the same units, but again, the only point of this is to get value for having much more units. I don't think it's that much value in tier 1 unless enemy is Zomblocks and you give like flamethrower to these guys to have more chances to, you know, out population them by clearing them faster, since they have chance to block, and since there are more of them, they have maybe less chances to destroy, and they lose their battle early because some of them still gonna use their flamethrowers. In that case, maybe it's better than the Zomblocks version of it, because they can equip some weapons like jump packs, but with punching jump packs it won't be that great. It's still iffy, but I think it is still might be better than the Zomblocks version. But Zomblocks version you get 6. This one you get 5. You know, I'm gonna put Zomblocks in better one. You know what? Yeah, that's the case. Is that? Yeah, that's regular claws. I think I'm gonna put regular claws higher because weapon type. Yeah, it's there. It's better than there. Okay, I'm gonna probably check out later anyway in the end. Melee banner. Melee banner is also A tier. It's prioritized on melee buff that increases the speed and buffs melee soldiers. But the only problem is you get only one dude. Same case with the healing. I think I'm gonna, because of that, I'm gonna put this in the a bit lower tier. Maybe. Ooh, let me check. Maybe below the damage aura. And then we have the range banner. Yeah, range banner is actually one of the better ones. Even though you still have one unit of it. It can be S tier because you're gonna definitely use most ranged. But I think still you only have one unit that does that buff, so I think it's going to be an A tier. It could be better if there was all of the guys have the flag, you know. But again, you can wait maybe if they don't go faster, you know. But it still takes a lot of time. Healing, no. Ammo box. Yeah, this is I think better than ammo box. It is just attack speed buff, like stuff. Can it be better than the energy cell? I think it can. Is it tier 2? I think it is tier 2 though. That's the downside of this. But yeah, I think it's a good place to be here, I guess. Sadly, the melee version didn't get the appreciation as the range one, but it's fine. It's still an A tier. Axe. Axe is a solid one, I guess. The problem is high piercing. You can use it in tier 1, but yeah, it is like you don't have chance to break this, so that's a good thing. But the sacrifice is it's going to be melee anyway. You have to buff your dudes. It's outclassed by hammer, sadly. So yeah, that's the sacrifice of, like, if you get hammered, you probably not going to use this even in tier 1. In tier 1, probably flaming and small size going to be much better in my case. So yeah, axe is yeah, solid B tier. Yeah. Let me check. Is this, what is this? Oh, that's small size. This is actually A tier. It is very funny how this is actually outclassing the weapons. Let me check what I can put this nearby. I know they are getting less HP, but there is actually broken combinations with this. I think I'm gonna put this better than psychic because it makes your unit faster. You can make your unit also growth serum, and combine with this you make like a very different monster. But overall in early game this is really good against, I guess, anything other than block bots. Maybe that's why it could be better. Yeah. And it's, I think, an early upgrade, so I think I'm gonna put this, let me check. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think where I can put this. I think it is, since these guys are tier 2, I'm gonna put this here. It is like a good buff. I definitely recommend this with flame weapons or anything. They will be even more dangerous. They don't want to mess with these guys. Yeah. Oh my god, sorry guys, I burped. So this is sword. Sword is outclassed by hammer, sadly. It is not totally useless, it's free. You can use it in the beginning of the game. So in most cases, I think it's better than backpack, maybe. Let me check. Nanobots, no. Kamikaze. It deals, I think, less damage than Kamikaze. So I think I'm going to put this here. Kamikaze has like better single damage value. This guy is probably gonna survive a little bit and deal a bit damage and then die. So yeah, that's not that good. This is like efficiency. It gives slow, like slow enemy units, and then deals damage over time very slow, but it does survive and do its purpose efficiently. It does slow them while, and this guy is gonna die, and then they just ignore everything. They just go forward. Okay. Now I think these two are Heavy Alloy 1 and Heavy Alloy 2, if I remember correctly. I need to check just to guarantee this, because I don't want to do the same mistake I did before. So yeah guys, I finally learned it. So this is Heavy Alloy 1 and this is Heavy Alloy 2. We are finally easy to understand what's going on now. Heavy Alloy 1 is melee protection. It gives you a, like, I guess, slight protection value armor from protecting yourself from melee attacks. It can be good depending on your playstyle, but I'm gonna put this to C tier because I don't see a lot of huge use cases against Zomblocks usually. This might be good with arc spread, so your unit can survive more with. But armors can be actually ignored if enemy has piercing. So usually Zomblocks have claws. So yeah, I'm gonna put this. Let me check. It is a solid armor value actually. Can it be better than Stasis Field? I think it's a very better place for it. And then we have Heavy Alloy 2. I think this is the range one. Same case with Energy Cell 1 and Energy Cell 2. And I think this can be better because usually you are going to be against most of the ranged units anyway. Let me check what it deserves. Yeah, maybe A tier as well. I'm just thinking right now. The only thing is you can increase your damage of the glass cannon units and make them even more overpowered with block bots. I don't think you really need armor anyway, because you're gonna have the best weapons and best damage output compared to everything, and your units can spawn faster. But yeah, since if you wanna have to try some different stuff, since a lot of units going to be ranged anyway, this can be like a good protection for immunity stuff. But again, it's gonna take damage from anything that has pierce. In that case, it can be a sacrifice. Yeah, you can maybe try to use this guy for mid shield, for taking the absorbing the damage from all range, and then your backline can, you know, survive longer. And but in that case, most of the time you're always outrange the enemy anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna put this B tier, maybe low B tier, because of it's just solid armor value that can reduce the damage from ranged. So yeah, okay. Maybe it's better than teleport. Maybe it is better than self-destruction. I think so. I don't think it is better than veteran, or it might be, because veteran you need to wait a little bit longer time. Infiltrate is probably better than yeah, I'm comparing different things, I know. Yeah, don't judge me. Okay, we have, I don't know what this is. Let me check. Is this, one moment guys. So yeah guys, I am back. This is apparently Carnivores. This is actually one of the good ones, and I think this might deserve S tier, because it when you attack, it takes the enemy HP, adds to your HP. It's like a good lifesteal, and your units can be tankier in the late game. But the downside is, again, you still have to get close to enemy. That's the problem. So I think, let me check the second tier gear. I think, no, you can use it in first tier too. So this is probably it's better than shields. I'm pretty sure it does lifesteal. I think it is better than Sergeant because now your every unit takes HP, and since Zomblocks have totem buffs anyway to make them powerful, I think this is one of the better ones, because once you attack, it is actually a lifesteal unstable version of lifesteal. Like, sorry, unstable is the infinite HP over time, but this is, you know, as long as you attack enemy, you are just gonna get HP. So yeah, that's really good. But again, in certain cases, maybe you have worse healing and you may die because of you have low HP, but you have high HP cap. This like increases your HP cap of Zomblock units. Yeah, I think it deserves S tier because most of the time I think people are gonna use it, and it's like can be used in tier 1 as well. It's that good. We have Giant. Giant is also S tier. Giant is like easy S tier. I don't think there is any way that you are not going to use Giant. Let me see. I think it is not as good as the Titan. By the way, why? Oh, okay, this tier, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Tier 2, this like tier 2 units can also get benefit from Giant, but the problem is outclassed by Titan. Titan has like, in their race, I guess, race difference, I know, but this like overall stat, this is just melee buff and tanky units. But you're definitely gonna use this, so it's like good stage for them to be there. But it's not better than the tier 2 Titan of block paths. And then we have Multiply. Multiply is, I think, C tier. Not definitely something I recommend, but it can be good. Is it better than Radioactive Aura? I think it does. It does give you free unit over time, but I don't think it is going to be similar when you upgrade to tier 2. It's not going to multiply the tier 2 unit. The copy of it should be like a tier 1. But I do think they benefit from the same equipment of tier 1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, in that case, it is like optional. You guys can use it if you want to or don't want to, I guess. Poison Spikes, is that it? Yeah, this is S tier easy. This can change your like matches, and I realized that you can actually stack the regular armor this, and it's just so good, man. I think I'm gonna put this to, you can use it in tier 1, so it is actually, let me check where it deserves. It's get countered by Flamers, so I don't think it's better than Flamers anyway, but I think I'm gonna put them before the stun shield. I mean above the stun shield, sorry, because this can stun enemy. I think it does poison. Does it slow? Like, this can do multiple effects as well, but the good thing is in multiplayer I see like this can change the battles if enemy blocks don't use the same strategy as you, and you have these guys, they can somehow dodge the enemy, stun the enemy units and deal more damage, and then become more in number and win the game. And in like regular games as well, this is one of the best value. It just stuns, it gives a decent armor, I guess minus 10 armor than the regular spikes. Poison spikes are that good. Let me check. I think this is that Poison Blood? I think this is Poison Blood. I don't think you're gonna use it in most cases, but again, who is gonna attack your unit gonna take poison damage. Not as good as the Radioactive Aura, but it still has its uses. And yeah, I think that's like the good place for it to be there. It just, whoever gives you damage is gonna get poison, but I don't think it affects the guys who is way higher range than you. So it should be probably closer to you, so to activate it. So that's like Radioactive Aura, same purpose, but this just gives more efficiency compared to fights. This is just, they need to attack your units to take damage. This is what Radioactive Path, I think. This is actually, I don't want to put this to useless. The problem is it only do this to like it leaves this trail behind, but then it needs to stay for a long time to be effectful. I think it is one of the worst ones. Definitely not worse as the cleaver. Melee energy cell, but it is really not that good in my opinion, because you still need to wait that like perfect timing. They need to die and the enemy don't have to attack to the front units, so they can walk through that radioactive path. But again, you can try to test for yourself. It's good for and bad for you. Usually any light units that have like 30 HP, maybe for that case it might be useful. Other than that, I don't think you will see a lot of uses for this compared to radioactive aura and this one. Yeah, I think this is regeneration. This is actually one of the I think you have heal totems anyway. I think this is also not recommended in most cases unless you have an idea to. Actually, I'm gonna put this to you know what, not there. I'm just thinking maybe this is in here better. It is like free. You can get it in the early game, if I remember correctly. You don't have to pay. Let's say you want to have even higher chances to get not get the negative effects. You can apply this on your units, but again, you probably need other stuff anyway to not get this. So yeah, I think it is just optional thing that you can add, or you can use heal totems. It's up to you, but I don't think it's worth value of using this. And yeah, we have regular spikes. It's I think A tier. It's like easily damage over time. I don't think it's as S tier. I'm gonna put this nearby to Giant Shield because it's like guaranteed 95% block. This is just damage over time. But I think, let me see. Or you know what, I'm gonna put this to low and S tier because in most cases, if you don't use the poison armor, you're gonna definitely use this against blockmen, I guess, because the extra armor value gonna protect you. Or maybe you don't want to use this, you can maybe decide something else, but this is really good armor. And then yeah, or you know what, I'm gonna put this 8 here. I think I'm gonna maybe change my mind in the end of the video. We'll see. We only have 2 left. This is tough. Tough is actually S tier. Tough is tier 1. It is actually better than the carnivores, I think. It gives you a better armor value. Or you know what is it though? I'm trying to think now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this here. I think I'm gonna come back to this. This is just gives you 50 base armor, and it gives you protection against range attacks, which is most of the time you're gonna against the range attacks. So it's probably a must tier thing that you need to use for most of the attacks. And then we have Blockoid's missile pack. This is I guess it's a solid one with multiple weapons. It can be good. It's a shotgun type of weapon for longer range. It's actually better than the laser one. The problem is if it's outside the range, sometimes the balls explode before it shoots like rocket type of magical balls that explodes in a certain range. If like it's in the higher if it has the high ground, it just look at the enemy and try to shoot, but the weapon do not reach the enemy because of it don't have enough range. But then it's still, since in the higher high ground, it thinks that it can shoot there, but it cannot shoot it. So that's why I guess that's some sacrifice. But again, for what it does for its range, it can be pretty good since you can use it in early game as well. I think because of that reason, I'm gonna put this behind to laser. I thought it might be better than laser because laser is guaranteed low damage over time, with good range. This one is have to wait for shots to appear again. Not bad, but I guess not that great either. It's just there. For multiple weapons, this can go great with them if enemy getting closer to you and your unit can shoot multiple types of weapons to that, and it can stack the damage very well with it. Other than that, I don't see just a solo weapon of this using will be great. It's just, you know, not that good. Okay, I think we are pretty much oh my god, this is actually going to be much longer than the other video, I think. Let me see what I can change for S tier. Oh my god, I didn't do anything. Okay, that's great. So we are in the end of the video, guys. I am actually trying to see if I can change something. Surgeon is good. Tough is other than, I guess, being a must tier, tier 1, everything can use it. Should I put it to carnivores? I think I'm gonna change the position of carnivores with this because I think carnivores is sometimes not as reliable as the tough, because your units still need to get closer to the enemy. And then we have tier 1 weapons. Yeah, so far seems so good. I still don't remember if the disintegrators are tier 2 or tier 3. I think they were tier 3. Yeah, I think if they are tier 3, I think they should be in the tier 3 class. I think I'm gonna put this to near arc spread, even though it's something that good. Because it is tier 3, guys, I'm gonna put this to tier 3 layer. Don't, like, it's still S tier, don't worry. It's just something you have to wait till tier 3 to activate, if I remember correctly. Now, I think this retreat is good. I think I'm gonna put this front carnivores because, again, it gives, like, it's one of the rare things that makes your units to have second chance, and it's just gonna help with the mass. Not good for multiplayer though, but in single player it's good. Yeah, let me check. Minigun. No, I didn't get anything. Yep, that's great. I'm just checking my phone gets notification, guys, sorry. Yeah, arc, we are fine here. Armor here, summon, tier 3, I know. Okay. Armors, yeah, these are, I think, yeah, this is, should I, no, I think masses are good in their spot. Yeah, I think we are good here. B tier, let me check. Unstable is, I think, good in its own tier. Should I increase the big guns? Big guns can be something important later on in the mid game because of you still have to wait till disintegrators. Again, the shooting type is not good. I think I'm gonna put them higher than the gunners, because it's such a shame that even though higher upgrade weapon, it has good pierce and defense, but other than that, yeah, I think it deserves to be in here in the A spot. It is just you still have to wait till tier 2. Kind of okay range, I guess, but again, could be better. The breaking chance of these high attack weapons are not good. But again, they are not the worst in their kind compared to what Blockman, yes, they have miniguns. Yeah, it's in here. Let me check. Other than that, I think, let me check. Slow can be increased. I think I'm gonna put slow in A tier here, because it's like you can use in the beginning, and it cannot be, you know, stopped unless the opponent is ranged. It is just guarantee slow in the anything that's nearby. So I think I'm gonna put this in the best one, in the A. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, buffs are fine. Small size there is being good. I think small size is really one of the best ones for the go blocks, but that's just my opinion. Fast is in A tier. Fast is really dependable. Compared to leaping, I guess it can be better than the leaping because you don't lose the other guy, but then you get I guess jumping speed, and yeah, I think, you know, leaping is good there. Okay, yeah. Veterancy, yeah, okay. Unstable there, fine. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't see anything that I can change right now. Maybe in the comment section you guys can say like, bro, no, this should be in the S tier. Bro, no, this should be, yeah, like I try my best to, you know, be rightful as possible. And again, if you see like these guys, like the reason why these are, the reason why this is not in the max S tier, because of this is like, let's say these are tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, tier 2, tier 2, tier 3. Like that's why I wanted to do that equal, you know, levels of tier, because you have to wait till barracks 3 to obtain these things, and that's why they still in S tier, but they, you know, in the lower side. Don't be angry about that, okay? It's just something that I just think that's the right thing, because you still have to wait till barracks 3. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go do my, I guess, bigger camera screen now. Yeah, be right back, guys. So yeah, guys, that was the Block Fortress War unit boost equipment review, I guess, tier list. Not review, it's like tier list. We are rating that to see which one is better and which one is worse. Yeah, you can, guys, like, let me know what is your favorite and what's your what you think about, like, which is good and which is bad. And I just checked the hour. It's actually 3 hours. Oh my god! I was speaking for 3 hours. Dear God. Yeah. That's why probably my throat is feeling weird right now. Yeah, we'll see. If you guys enjoy my contents, obviously hit the like and subscribe button, guys, and comment down below the video if you have anything to say. We have cooking, art, gaming, technology, reaction, 5 major contents. You can find them in my playlist section, the home page of my channel, and yeah, it's just there. You guys know the drill. Anyway, if you guys have anything to, you know, give a feedback, I'm just open, as long as it's not, you know, it's not bad words. Try to be family friendly as possible, please. And yes. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully see you guys later in another video, and bye guys. See you.